हेलो कैसे हो दोस्तों। वेलकम टू द टाटा स्टील चेस 2023 डे 10. Today is going to be exciting. Firstly, very sorry for being a little late. As all of you know, Sagar is in Pune. There was an event with Vidit and Persistent Systems. But he will be joining us. You can already see his camera. Before I start, let me just set a little bit of stuff over here, and a warm welcome to all of you. Let me just also open the chat. Guys, which is going to be the most exciting game of today? Can you guess? Guess करने जैसा है नहीं. It's just a fact, but ठीक है, आवाज and everything is all good. Let's begin. So today's most exciting game is going to be Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa. Can we go through the moves very quickly from the beginning? अरे क्या बात है. Everyone in the chat writing Gukesh versus Pragg, Pragg versus Gukesh. Yes, Gukesh is white and Pragg is black. Maybe we will also have another look at the game once Sagar comes as well. I think they are still trying to get the cameras. Slight issue over there. We had this game which is already ended. Maybe I will. Oops. Let me just check if in the full screen we are able to see them. No, we cannot see them. Fine. Let's have this camera for now and let's look at Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa. Are you guys ready? Everything is good. Not YouTuber says. क्या बात है? तो शुरू करते हैं. C4 was played by Gukesh. That's going to be English opening. C4, C5, Knight F3, Knight F6, Knight C3, Knight C6. It's all going very symmetrical. He plays D4 and opens the center, takes, E6. A3 was played. This is all opening right now, what we are looking at, and E4 converted into Sicilian, right? Maroczy bind. We have these two pawns over here, and D5 square is very nicely controlled. Castle. That's what Pragg played. Gukesh went back with his knight to F3 and Queen A5 was played by Praggnanandhaa. Yeah, it's quite kind of an interesting idea. Bishop D2. Now the disco is threatened and you would love to win the dark square bishop. So Pragg takes his queen to H5. क्या ही मस्त ट्रांसफर हो गया इधर. Queen to H5. And look at this, what Gukesh plays. He goes rook G1. That's a very unusual move here. Normal would have been to continue with Bishop E2. Bishop E2 and maybe Black will still think of one move. Guys, can you guess the move? What could have been good over here if Gukesh would have played Bishop E2? क्या खेलते थे ब्लैक से? Let's see in the beginning how alert you are. Black to play. If Gukesh would have played Bishop E2, what would you have played? This queen could be in trouble. Okay, I think it's not a very easy move, but it's important to know that in Maroczy bind you must consider a break like D5, and Beloglavi sub has guessed it right. D5 would have been an interesting move. You can see there is no good discovered attack for the queen, and the queen is not getting trapped. It's pretty safe. So that was a good move. But Gukesh decided to play rook G1, very creative chess. And look at this, what Pragg played. Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello, Amruta Mokal.
So good to see you.
all the way from today, Ghatkopar, and I am in Pune.
Exactly. I'm very, very happy to see you. I have no idea what happened in your day today. So later on, please do update us.
Yeah, for a change, you are happy to see me.
Me?
Yeah, you are
Me?
saying for a change, you are happy to see me.
Oh,
Generally, you are not very happy
ah.
to see me.
ओके अरे वो तो इंग्लिश का प्रॉब्लम है ठीक है बट ग्रेट टू सी यू हियर एंड आर वी आल्सो गोइंग टू हैव एनी गेस्ट्स और नो
Maybe
maybe
we will have some very world-class player joining us.
अच्छा
Yeah,
okay
maybe.
so Sagar this is the let me just have you seen the chessboard already in front of you or not yet
You can actually ask me questions today because I don't have the engine with me.
okay
So I'm very geared up to solve positions along with chat.
अच्छा क्या बात है सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि विदित 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 करके ऐसे कुछ गेस मार रहे हैं कोई आएगा करके बट एनीवे
Haha. Hopefully he comes because guys, he's very busy. He's meeting a lot of people here.
हाँ
So
अच्छा
hopefully,
ओके
um,
ओके दैट स्माइल सागर दिस इज ओके फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर एन इंग्लिश एक्सपर्ट करेक्ट
well, I'm
I
not
mean,
an
in language
expert.
also and in playing also. So, very quickly, I'm taking you through the game of Gukesh versus. Unfortunately, there is some camera problem, so we don't have them yet over here. But
Yeah.
whenever, maybe I'll just keep some.
Whose game is this? Already over.
Exactly. I don't know who was in Camp 3.
This is Richard Rapport and Aronian, I think. They
Ah,
drew.
yes. Yes. Okay.
Maybe it's so quick, yeah.
Yeah, it was very quick. Oops, sorry.
So Amruta, let's go quickly over through this game. Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa.
Yeah, knight f3, knight f6. So it was all symmetrical English opening until here, where e4 was played, and I would say that it converted into Sicilian. Meroxybine, maybe something like that. Hedgehog,
Possible.
not sure. But queen a5
Okay, now I have a question for the chat. If we
for the
play
chat.
bishop e2,
Hmm.
can you make the move bishop
Yep.
e2?
Yeah,
Why is
over
this a
here.
mistake?
Over
Guys,
here
black
already.
to play. Black to
Okay.
play.
Oh, by the way, also guys are saying that Ding drew with Nodirbek. So that was the
Oh,
camera.
Ding drew. Acha, Ding drew with
And
Nodirbek.
also you're right. Aronian also had a draw. By the way,
Bhai,
people
apna
are
chat
guessing.
dekho, Amruta, so quick. They are all ready with the moves. Guys, you are unbelievably fast. Too good. Too good.
सही है क्या बात है
Amruta, did I get a message on Skype?
I don't know, I didn't hear. But by the way, Shubhi, Arjun, Kunal, Sangeet, Geeta, Vignesh, Sparsh, Raghav, Jadin, and Medvansh, all of you, well done, super well done, in fact. Let's go to the main game.
Let's go.
So, Bishop e2 ko knight e4 was a problem. It is a simple pin. So, Bishop d2, I think Sagar was just testing whether you guys are available. Queen h, oh shit, I have to ask
Available.
you. Huh?
But Amruta,
So here
Rook-
Gukesh played Rook G1, which I would say is very
how much
unusual.
time did he take for this move?
Oh, it's his preparation. That's a great question. 1 hour 36 minutes.
Can we look at our chess base board?
Yeah,
You need
but
to
you will
click
have
on
to tell
bottom
me all
right.
the moves.
Bottom right.
Reference. Oops.
अरे हाँ अभी मेरे को छोटा कर दो. Bayana board. Guys, today Amruta OBS OP. Please remove me
Too soon to say that.
Okay, so can we go from the start? Can you do Control N here?
Yeah,
on
I'll
this
just
board?
go to the board. Which screen is that?
98 wala.
Acha.
Guys, I am actually in Pune today. So Control N. Yeah, okay. Knight f6, knight c3, knight c6, d4 takes, e6, a3,
E3,
bishop e7, e4. How many games?
E4 ko there are only 7
No,
games.
no, no.
Oh, sorry.
First,
Okay.
I think he castled. I think here.
Acha, over here he castle.
Knight
So
f3.
E4 ko hai more than 600 games. Castle. Yeah, knight f3 is 451 games here. We
Queen
have
a5.
Tupalev. Carlsen has played with Anand, by the way. They're drawn.
Queen a5.
Yeah, Queen a5. Only almost 40 games, you can say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bishop d2.
46. Oops, sorry. Very sorry. Queen a5, bishop d2. But he was prepared. Gukesh was
queen
prepared.
h5.
26 games here. Nepo has played with Anish, Swidler, and
now
Wesley.
has anyone played Rook? Oh, there is one game I see.
Yes.
Rook g1.
Yes.
How many games?
Only one, and Giri versus Nepo, that was.
Wow, Anish Giri played. Can you click on it?
Yeah. A6.
Which tournament?
H3. That was Legends of Chess Final, chess24.com in 2020, August.
Got it. Oh, so he has looked at the game of his teammate. Guys, remember Gukesh and Anish Giri play for the same team in CSL. It's called the Kingslayers, and he has prepared from that. Let's go to our board, Amruta, now.
1 second. Oops. Why are you in the out of the screen? Maybe then I need to adjust it.
No, that's fine. Let's go to our board.
Take care. Let's go to the board. That's fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he played Rook g1, and Pragg, here I should have asked you the move, took the break when the king is in the center. It was a very well-timed move, d5. Can you guess what? Okay, sorry, please continue. And also guess what Gukesh played next move. It was
I think Gukesh would have gone g4, right?
Yeah, you did guess it right.
Because the point is that now the queen does not have too many squares to go to. Like queen does not have h6 because g5 would come. And there is no other square. So you have to take the pawn.
Queen g6, maybe knight h4. Yeah, queen trap, yeah. Queen g6, knight h4.
Oh, queen h6. What am I saying? G5.
Oh, sorry. Bishop is there. What am I also doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's long distance, so sometimes it happens.
So knight g4 makes sense.
In a way, forced. Yeah, it's forced. So knight g4 was played by Pragg. Gukesh took on d5, ed5, and knight takes d5 over here.
Yeah. Guys, the main problem for us is that right now there is no Pragg versus Gukesh cam that is working. So that's the reason why we have the cam of Arjun.
Caruana.
And Amruta, on third cam, they say that the game of Pragg and Gukesh will be available in exactly 5 minutes from now.
Sure. So after 5 minutes, the chat can remind us. We may forget. So Sagar, knight d5 was played, and this position looks so scary already for Gukesh with the king on center with this knight already eyeing.
Not really, because his knight on d5 is very powerful, no?
It is, but you firstly need to develop the queen, and I don't know if you can consider long castle. But what I know is keeping the king in the center would be a massive disaster. So what Pragg played next? Let's see, just a random guess, if you can.
Pragg would have played.
In between, 1,200 people are live with us in the chat. Guys, do like the stream. While Sagar
I think Pragg would not have taken on h2. It's too risky to take. And
yeah.
I mean, no, let's not do that. It looks too risky. I think he might have played a move like f5.
But would you like to give away this dark square bishop?
Not really. So can we go bd6?
Better than that?
Bishop c5.
Smart.
It seems like I'm a little boy here. Okay, attacking f2 and actually not easy to defend it. By the way, Mahesh Kotapalli has sent a super chat saying, Sagar bhai, arey Mahesh ji, placed third in under 14 open tournament in Orlando Chess Club. Arey, kya baat hai Mahesh?
Yay, awesome.
Playing OTB is totally different. Made simple mistakes because I couldn't grasp the whole board. Mahesh, simple thing. Play some few games OTP. After 10 games, you will be very, very used to it. Okay, Amruta, let's go. Now f2 is hanging. So guys, how to defend f2? What is the only move to defend f2?
देखो, if you go bishop e3,
no,
then
I don't like it because
yeah, exactly. Just takes, like if you take with the knight, then there is already takes, and it's just not this is not hanging, but
rook
it's just too
d8.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad. You can feel it.
So g2 by wins. Rook g2. Rook g2.
But rook g2 ko, then again the problem is black has a very strong move, which is simple in a
Rook
way.
e8.
Yeah, rook e8. And what about this guy here? Because the same knight which is powerful on d5 is no more defending e4. Hence the only move to defend and to be in the game is queen e2, which was played.
What? Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Guys, what to do after bishop f2? Amruta, let's make that move. Bishop f2.
Yes, this is important. That if you play queen e2, then you have to think of this. Wait, let me just check what were the chat people
Guys,
saying.
this is very crazy.
Very few people are guessed.
Can you clear it?
I thought I'll keep it. Okay. It's
अरे नया क्वेश्चन है ना भाई.
Got it.
हाँ, क्या got it? Clear करो.
अरे मुझे उधर जाना पड़ेगा ना. It's not so. Now I've cleared it. एक तो आधे लोग तो half of the people are not even giving attention. They are just giving up their queen.
No, they are playing queen takes f2.
Exactly. How stupid.
Beautiful move.
Arey Sagar, can you not let me have some fun?
But I mean, Amruta, we promised that you won't say this on stream.
Okay. So queen f2, Edufun, Muhammad Ali, Poonam, Chesser, Divakar, Anup, Vijay, Rakesh, not YouTuber and Babita. Great. Well done, guys.
Why well done?
Because they are just giving up their queen, and for a change, it's a good move. So takes. At this point.
Now, guys, now find the move. Beautiful. And Amruta, can we check if our video is back on cam 3?
Oh, yes, we have. Oh, 1 second. Shit, Sagar, your reaction was completely gone because.
Amruta, why do you always make me move? Why can't you move?
I'm also moving.
But you made me move. Yeah, just you move away.
What the?
क्या कर रही हो यार?
अरे यार, why does it not get selected easily? हाँ.
Guys, Amruta की chair कितनी बड़ी है ऐसे. She's sitting like on a throne. Knight f6 check is the move, and guys, Gukesh would have won the game if Pragg would have taken on f2, because now he takes on h5. The pawn is pinned. And by the way, Amruta, let's keep moving, because we can see Gukesh there looking a little bit, taking some kind of angdai there.
Yeah. But Sagar, after queen e2, Pragg made a beautiful move, which was f5. Like, really amazing move. When the king is in the center, simple rule, open the center. That's what he did with d5, and now that's what he's doing with f5.
Correct.
So it is already a difficult position for Gukesh. He already needs to find good defensive moves. Otherwise, it is like you don't find and the game is over. It is so difficult.
Because now with f5, Amruta, if you think about it, bishop takes f2 also becomes a threat, because after queen f2, knight f2, there is no check. Rook controls that f6 square.
Absolutely perfect. So this is the main threat after f5. Bishop takes f2.
So should we long castle?
Okay, if you long castle, there is a big problem. Little problem, not the big.
Maybe bishop f2, right?
But right now you will play bishop f2 and this is attacked. So that, but is there a better move first?
Let's go for something else. Maybe.
Wait, 1 second. One question to all the chat. Okay. Not in terms of moves, but when you have to defend, what is the theme which you have to consider?
What when we have to castle?
No, not castle. When you have to defend. Majority of the times, the defensive move
exchange pieces.
No, that is by default, I would say. So you are right, but that is by default. After that, arre, kya baat hai?
Counter attack, people are saying.
Solid guys.
Oh,
Counter attack. Very important. Many
knight
of the times
f4.
that is the defense
Did
for that.
Gukesh play
Yes, he had to play. That is the best move to stay in the game. Knight
Okay,
f4.
let's move the queen now. Queen
And he
f7.
played queen f7, which is forced in a way. You didn't have any other square.
Now f2 is hanging.
Now f2 is hanging, correct. What do you do? There are two moves which are possible here, but very unfortunately, Gukesh has, I believe, made a mistake in the next move.
Okay.
He played rook g2, which gave an instant advantage to Pragg. First of all, let us understand why.
Guys, before we go and understand what black should play here, but what should white play first?
No, that we will come to it later. Only if we understand what black should play, then we will find what white should.
Isn't fe4 strong?
अरे तुम IM की डिग्री लेके बैठे हो. This is so unfair to the chat.
रुकी है अमृता, क्वीन ही मर गई.
अरे but you can see it so soon ना. Why are you telling the people? ठीक है. fe4 संगीत, राघव, सुयोग, मेदवंश, निशल, मुकुल, किशोर, निखिल, अर्जुन, मिष्टी. क्या बात है? You guys are right.
Amrita, just before we go on analyzing, I want to tell the viewers that imagine that today we have two of our brightest talents of Indian chess in Wijk playing against each other. And Gukesh and Pragg, kya hi maza aa raha hai dekh ke. Okay, let's go. So did he take on e4? Pragg, did he take?
No, he didn't take.
What?
But if you play fe4, there was another move, like you don't have to play.
Gukesh would have done. Gukesh would have played ng5.
And then, actually, even Pragg needs to play very accurately to sustain his advantage.
Because now threat is queen c4.
Right.
If you move the queen away
somewhere. So if I play queen e7, which looks
queen
a little natural to support also, attack also. Here, guys, in the chat, and also Mr. IM, Sagar Shah. Find a move for white.
अरे अमृता बोर्ड रखो ना, जब मुंह लिखेंगे तो फिर नहीं तो इधर दिखता है. हाँ.
Correct.
White to play.
हाँ.
Okay.
Sagar, you must be already very tired, so you really don't have to think and stretch your mind.
Amrita, what are you eating?
For me.
Coffee. Okay, I want to play rook takes g4.
अरे तुम्हारा कैमरा दूर रखो ना.
अरे अच्छा लग रहा है.
Why?
Rook g4, bishop g4, queen g4. Simple.
You are right.
अरे
काफी सारे लोगों ने आंसर दिया है, but some people did fall for the trap of queen c4 as well.
Guys, queen c4 king h8 के बाद I couldn't find anything.
So Srijan, Suyog, Vignesh, Nishal, Tanmoy, Shubhi, Shrini, Surajit, Chess Punjab and Alston. Perfect. Queen g4, you win the two pieces for the... And now you're ready to do long castle. So this is of course a great position for you. Hence, you cannot go queen e7. इसके लिए queen f5 was a very good move. And black retains advantage, Sagar, over here. Okay.
What? Queen f5
was a good move because but still rook I mean this is bad, but still rook g4 and this check would have come, and at least in some way white would have fought on, maybe, or not really. Oh, it's a hard position. It's lost actually, right? Maybe it's lost. Yeah.
Why did maybe taking on f4 was also possible there? Instead of rook f5, now rook f4. No?
Rook f4, bishop f4.
Queen f4. bc4, huh?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Arey Amrita, don't say anyway. Oh my god.
Nice move for defending. I mean, there are one or two moves, but the theme is what will you play? Very
Why
quickly, what
not
comes
bishop
to your mind?
c4? Bishop c4 comes to my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best move. But then apart from bishop c4, what else? Queen d6.
Good move.
Wow.
Forcing the queen exchange in a way.
Because if you take the knight, queen f8 is mate. So take knight f7 and knight d6.
Yeah, and this is fine. Because
Okay,
now
Amrita, let's
okay,
go back to the game and see. You were saying that Praggnanandhaa didn't take fe4, which is very surprising for me.
Yes.
Because after rook g2,
he
played
had
fe4.
But he directly, but you see, the calculations were not, I mean, it was going into some complexities in a way, which could be very easy for us though. He played queen e7. One second, let me just.
Queen e7. But now,
let me make sure. Queen e2, f5, knight f4, queen f7, rook g2. Oh my god, he played queen e7, which the bar.
Blundered.
Which the bar says is a very bad move.
And how many minutes did Pragg think? Can you go back?
Yeah, he had 127 minutes.
He thought for 42 minutes and blundered. Wow.
And Sagar, can you tell me why? Why?
I am not sure actually. I can see on the board that Gukesh has played e5, but I don't still get that move.
Okay, I'll tell you. Ashish says, looks like Amrita is God of War character looking small and Sagar is like huge villain in the background.
Amrita, you are flying in the air. Can you settle down on the...
Sorry.
Guys, sorry, today I am in Pune and Amrita is streaming from home. So Amrita is just very, nice. Now it's good.
Yes, you guys are right. E5, but definitely not very easy to understand why this is a good move. And Gukesh finds it. Gukesh finds it in how much time? Let's check. Around 7 to 8 minutes. Because for sure, 42 minutes he would also be thinking, I believe.
No, one second. My first question to you and the chat is, what happens if knight c e5? Because now this Praggnanandha's move, he's thinking, what if I take? Is it just simply too long castle?
Absolutely.
And why would be white better here? Like, because black is a pawn up.
Okay.
What is the reason that white would be better?
Again, a great question. Just suggest any move for black right now. Maybe one or two moves, whichever seem natural to you.
Okay, my one move that could come to my mind is bishop d7, just to...
Suppose you play bishop.
He played knight c5. Amrita, he played.
Yeah. So suppose
Gukesh, can we go?
Yeah, Gukesh will go long castle.
Cam 3 full screen, Amrita. Cam 3 full screen. Oh, nice. Can you make me like nice and happy and don't put me there. Put me near you. And crop me. Crop kar bhai. अजब है इश्क यारा पल दो पल की खुशियाँ.
What is the meaning of singing this song right now?
Because
Don't be
Tadap
sarcastic.
is the saddest song that is there, and I feel really sad right now. Wow, look at Amrita. She's made me like super small in front of
Wait,
her.
I'm also changing the whole. Yeah. As good as a pawn. Take care. This is fine, right?
You look like a pawn. Okay. By the way, let's Amruta, let's just look at Gukesh and Pragg right now. Very serious. Don't go away so far.
That's okay because it's not good for your later you can crop while analyzing. This is great. Perfect. This is perfect, Sagar. Okay, no arguments. Right now we are on chat. Look at this. Guys, you have to focus on chess, okay? So, Sagar, yeah, you asked the right question actually. Knight c5, we were looking at long castle, and you asked why not bishop d7. But bishop d7 is like a super duper bad move.
Take, knight takes. Oh, long castles. Gukesh has long castle. Now what does Pragg do? Oh
yeah,
my god.
No, here you tell me the move first, Sagar, and the chat. First, tell me the move.
Here. I am thinking about bishop c3.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Amazing.
Is it right?
Yes, sir. Because
e5 is hanging, and if you defend it, I'll still take, and then d7 will hang.
Correct.
Am I becoming like a GM, Amruta?
Like a GM, yeah. Like a GM. उसमें कुछ जाता नहीं. By the way,
let's go back.
So he has long castle. This is the position. Let's try to think. Let's also chat. Please try to think what's happening. But Sandeep says looks like 4-year Amruta used to come with mother and Prathamesh. Arey wait, Zada, when will ChessBase 16 be available? The answer is never. Never anymore. Time travel. Maybe you're time traveling.
Guys, ChessBase 17 has come already. Okay, Amruta, what would Pragg be thinking? Because he would have definitely considered in the 42 minutes that Gukesh would go long castle, right? Because if Gukesh, can we go back to our normal board? So, if now let's say Gukesh who did not long castle, okay, in this position, can we go back?
Instead of long castle, you want to check, yeah?
Do you think any other move gives Gukesh an advantage instead of long castle?
Look, that king is like, yaar, mujhe yahan se jana hai. I want to leave this place. I want to go to some shelter. It's like bombs are coming. So he is so happy with long castle if it can work. So there is no way White can consider other move, nor Pragg will consider any other move. Max to max is knight takes e5 if he had to think, if Pragg had to think. But again, if you play knight e5, same, long castle, yeah? And if you play queen takes e5, try to exchange the queens. Still, it ends with long castle. So that's why Pragg will reach that White will long castle. And maybe if he has to think, if he considers a move like knight f3, because you can't take here, you lose a piece. And after queen takes f3, this might be the point where you feel like White's king is weak. Now the bishop might develop. Rook is coming to c8.
C4. The main problem is the following. That White has bishop c4 check, and black has no way to stop it, because even if you play bishop e6, the knight is there.
So maybe Sagar, Pragg, more than calculation, he might have relied on the intuition with considering White king is weak.
No, I think he miscalculated. He thought something, and then after 42 minutes, you get confused. So what happens generally is that when you think for like 10-15 minutes, you are calculating. After that, you get a little bit desperate. Then you think a lot more. Then when you go till move, you see you used 40 minutes, you start to then become a little bit irritated.
And forget your analysis.
You forget sometimes, and you just make a very bad move. And this is what might have happened with Pragg, it seems.
Oh, so if we go back, how much time he thought for queen e7 over here was 42 minutes. And maybe when we were analyzing that fe4 was the best move here, and afterwards queen can move. Maybe, is there a chance that he wanted to play fe4 and then queen e7? No, it happens many times, move reordering also. It's a very typical mistake.
Possible, but I don't think that was the reason.
Okay.
But queen e7, e5, I really liked Gukesh's move because he just stops fe.
And it's very easy to miss this move because you think that okay, it's just hanging, that kind of a thing. Can I tell you my feeling? He underestimated e5 completely.
Yeah.
With the
quite
king
possible.
here. Yes,
quite possible.
And Gukesh found it because for him survival was so important कि सामने अगर एक शेर है तो he has to find a way to run away from him.
Yeah, it's like in the battle of cat and mouse. It's generally the mouse who survives because mouse is running for survival while cat is running for food, like luxury. Yeah.
So we've understood this game after long castle. It's a very tough position for black. Though I don't know how much Gukesh will also have to keep playing accurately, or in general it's like just a better position that way. We will understand in the coming moves. Shall we also check Arjun's game with Fabiano?
No, first, 1 second. How does this end now? Let's imagine that Pragg, what move Pragg will play is very unclear, right?
Sorry?
What move Pragg will play as black is very unclear right now.
Yes, actually, maybe what moves for them come to the mind, that we can guess. Maybe I'll also put a poll so that we get what their suggestions are. Harsh Kumar, who is member
you can keep the main screen and then you can clear it there. There's no need to change the screen when you are asking.
Harsh Kumar, who is member for 6 months, Sagar says, sweet couple, I love you guys. Sagar, go for GM.
Thank you, Harsh. Thank you.
Thank you for becoming a member. Again. Prasad Duvuri, member for 4 months, says, seriously though, hashtag Sagar G for GM.
Thank you.
सागर 2 मूव्स क्या सजेस्ट किए? तुमको तो सब जीएम बनने के लिए बोल रहे हैं.
Amruta, people are saying bishop takes a3.
Whoa.
Not a bad idea actually.
Whoa.
But I think I should not be tempted to take that bishop.
Very interesting idea, because takes, if you take, this is hanging.
Yeah. No, let's not get tempted to take that bishop anyway, because there's at least a draw there.
But suppose you first take here and then take the bishop. Why? Because you can't take with the queen, right?
But there's a draw at least, no, Amruta? Queen v3, queen a3, queen v3.
Fine. No? Got it. Yes. You're right. Yeah. If takes, then it's a draw, guys. Which we don't want.
My suggestion is, instead of taking now, play bishop c3.
Nice move.
And if you take knight f3, queen f3. I think what Pragg has missed, I'll tell you, in general, or he's not missed it, but...
By the way, he's played bishop d6, just to tell you guys.
Oh, he's played his move, bishop d6. Okay,
yeah.
Interesting.
What do you think he's missed?
I think mainly White's pieces are just playing very well. Bishop c3, then if knight f3, then you take with the queen, and then bishop is coming to c4. Knight on f4 can anytime jump to g6, and then you know hg6, queen h3 stuff. And I like there might be some lot of attacking chances or mating chances. Yeah, knight h5, knight g7. So yeah, I think this is getting very, very dangerous. By the way, Gukesh's move after bd6, but I think Amruta, bishop c3 just feels so natural, right?
And yeah, this I completely agree, bishop c3. And the change of position of White's pieces, which is giving rise to such a great position, as you said, I think is very highly possible to miss in that situation. But Sagar, here, bishop c3 is there. There is another possible move here, which is knight d5. And then bishop c3. So because now the knight will be defended by the rook. So that could also be possible and good enough. And h3 is also possible. So that's also another good move. So Gukesh has number of possibilities here to go for. Let's see what he plays. How much time did Pragg take for this move, by the way? Bishop d6, he had 39 minutes.
6 minutes.
And he took Yeah, 6 minutes. So he has 33
Okay.
minutes.
Let's go to Arjun's game, because right now it seems like Praggnanandhaa is in trouble. But Arjun seems to be. Can we flip it, Amruta? And also, can we change the camera? Can we go to which screen is it?
No. 1 second.
F the pausive.
Okay.
And can we go to
Mm-hmm.
cam 2 or where is it? Cam 1.
From the beginning or?
No, I think we can look at it from here.
Okay. Asim in the chat. Sagar bhai, kahan ghoom rahe ho?
Asim bhai, I'm in Pune. There was a simul that Vidit played today in a company called Persistent Systems. Vidit is supported by them, and that simul was with 20 people, and I commentated on that simul, and it was very epic. And it's a very nice company. It has a great chess culture. A lot of people played chess there, and it was very cool. I enjoyed it, and so tonight I'm staying here, and then I'll be commentating, and then tomorrow I go back. So today Vidit might join me here, and that would be great fun.
Score of simul people are asking.
20-0.
अच्छा, अरे थोड़ा सा क्यूरियोसिटी रखते थे.
नहीं उसने बहुत ही मतलब he just crushed it fully, like he played really well.
Oh,
No
amazing.
mistakes almost.
सही है.
Yes, Shashank Gupta, yes, Persistent Systems in Hinjewadi. Okay, Amruta,
So,
my thing is here that if you see A6 pawn of Arjun might be slightly weak, okay, but
that's why Arjun is not looking at it. Arjun was not looking at it at all until now.
Yeah, no, I mean, is it black to play?
Yes.
So my first suggestion here is, why don't we play bishop to c6? And
Vijay Rathore also says queen a8 is brilliant.
Oh, queen a8 also. Yeah.
I think it's with the...
Oh, Vijay Rathore, nice move. Because idea is, let's say, Amruta, let's ask the chat. If queen a6 and let's say white plays the move
d4. D4 or something else?
I was thinking more like, let's say, queen...
कुछ तो बोलो. c4 खेला. चल.
c4. What is the move here for black to play? Yeah, Serene, it was a back-to-back blunder. Manikandan, yes, plans are there for Chessbase India Tamil. We want to do it for sure. We are planning to take Tamil classes. Yes, very good. Guys, you are right. Bishop takes h3 is the correct move. Absolutely right. Take on h3, takes, and queen f3, and that is trouble. Okay, Amruta, let's go quickly. Yeah, let's move. So now bishop c6 might be a very interesting idea that I was thinking of putting there. And maybe he goes knight e4, right? What else? Yeah, knight e4 is good. Knight e4. Will you take? Or will you... Yeah, take on e4, de, queen f6, I was thinking. And maybe this is just very comfortable for black, right? You want to go bishop c5. Bishop c5, knight f4. I think I have a feeling that this is just equal, very solid position for Arjun. And if Arjun manages to hold Fabiano today, he can get back into this tournament. He has had 3 back-to-back losses until now. Like, he started with 6 draws, then 3 losses. So he's not been in good form. That's true. Yeah, okay. This is very much in control. Let's go back to... Can we go to Carlsen versus Parham Maksudlu? Acha, has it happened? Oh, we can see then. Magnus Carlsen versus Parham Maksudlu. And Magnus here, Amruta, just look at this position. Magnus has black and Maksudlu is white. And if we count the pawns, Carlsen is a pawn down. And Maksudlu's last move was rook d1, defending the pawn on d4. So the move that first comes to mind is rook d8. No, rook e8 check.
Because you don't
Okay,
want him to
okay.
castle, right?
But rook e8, I thought king can anyway go to f1. King wants to go there, right?
No, he wants to go like castle. So you
Castle might not be the reason, Amruta.
for sure. No, you are happy to do
King
castle.
f1, king g2, I'm happy, getting there.
But rook also has to move. So 3 moves. Whereas castle and rook moves 2 moves. So I
No,
would
rook
give.
is fine on h1.
No, Sagar. I don't agree with you. Rook e8 is the best. Okay, rook d8 is also possible. So both moves are good. Sir, both of us are
So rook
right.
d8, knight f6, suppose, I guess, right?
What happened? Why are you so sad?
Why are you cropping me all the time?
This is perfect. You tell
Knight
me
f6.
again. Knight f6. Yeah, rook d8, knight f6.
Rook f6.
Now this is
And now
attack.
the knight is hanging and this, so rook h3 sounds.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And then rook f4. So you are attacking this and this. And recovering the pawn. Because if you want to save it with d5, then this is a very strong idea. Because of, guys.
Let's ask the chat. Guys, black to play. Ashwani Kumar is like, Sagar bhai, झगड़ा मत करना stream पे ही. दोस्तों, stream क्या और जिंदगी क्या सब सेम है. जिंदगी भी एक stream है.
वाह सागर, क्या बात है, मजा आया. जिंदगी भी एक स्ट्रीम है.
जिंदगी एक स्ट्रीम है जो YouTube के जगह इस दुनिया में चलती है.
नहीं, इतना नहीं. जिंदगी एक स्ट्रीम है तक बढ़िया, बस.
Look at this question by Sachin Mehta. Why are you not together? Guys.
Very good question. Harry says Sagar drunk. Sir, did you drink by
Arey
chance?
Amruta, let's find the move, no?
Why will I find? I know it.
I mean, let's see what the move is said.
Acha, should I show?
Yeah.
All the people in the chat.
Rookie
In between किसका झगड़ा हो रहा है और किसका नहीं. Move गलत बताई गई है. So this is a wrong move, guys, and I'm proud of you. Rook
e4 is wrong.
No, rook e8 was the move. अच्छा, ओ मेरी मूव गलत हुई क्या? Sorry.
She. Idea is to take on d1. Yeah, good job. Can you read rook e4
I
names,
thought it
please?
was a mate. Chess Super Deven Goenka Ansh Meet Unity Sentil Nishchal Pallavi and Chess for Fun.
Okay, let's go back quickly, Amruta. Let's move. Let's go back
ये
to the
वापस
game.
जाने के लिए I have to go to this ना. एक सेकंड रुक जाना यार.
अरे कौन सा भी बटन नहीं दबाना रहता है. मैग्नस का गेम देखो.
अच्छा, okay.
So now let's go back to the initial.
He played rook e8 check. By the way, Magnus played rook e8 check. अच्छा हुआ. But both the moves were possible. As I said, both can be right at the same time. There can be two good moves. But Magnus has chosen rook e8.
Now rook e8, Amruta, let's say king f1, right? It makes total sense. Or do you think knight e3 is better? Maybe knight e3.
No, okay, that's also possible. Both are possible.
So it seems like the position is around even. But and Maqsoodlu might be looking for, I mean, a draw with Magnus would be a good result because Maqsoodlu generally is not able to have a great result with Magnus in rapid and blitz. Let's see if he's able to hold him in classical chess. Let's quickly go to Praggnanandhaa versus Gukesh. And moving here between Praggnanandhaa and Gukesh, can you also change the board position, Amruta? Let's go. What? Oh, he played bishop c3. We were talking about this move and now the bishop is sort of hitting the knight, but still there's no real threat on e5 because it's defended 1, 2, 3 times and attacked also 3 times. Maybe the idea now is to play h3 and move the knight from g4. That could be the idea, right? Next move. So let's say if black were to play king h8 here.
Sagar, it is all Pragg is in big trouble, in big practical trouble because exactly as you asked.
Not practical, it's just lost. It seems like h3 now, right, Amruta? or not? Or
H3 is
knight
also
d5?
possible. It's a good move. Knight d5 is a good move, but
Yeah.
best move is like just winning move.
Best move is winning move. Oh, rook d6, rook d6.
Yeah, rook d6,
Boom, boom,
queen
boom, boom.
d6, knight
Knight
e5,
e5,
knight
bishop
e5,
e5.
bishop e5, over. Game
Oh
over.
my goodness.
Oh, he played knight f3.
He played knight f3, queen f3 now, of course.
I mean, he had to play knight f3. Yeah, it was
Queen
forced
f3,
in a way.
and now what
Now
does Pragg
h3
do?
is again a threat, or
Now
there
bishop
is knight
c4
e5.
is a big threat. Bishop c4.
Bishop
Check.
c4, knight d5, knight h5. Oh god, this is just totally gone for Pragg. How things changed with one move.
Absolutely, and I think why did Pragg play that move? I have still not wrapped my brain around it, because he was not knight e5.
Because he was,
what if I don't know, because he was just better. He was in a superior position. From that, he went into an inferior. So it's like, you are +2. From there, you go -2. So it's like blundering entire 4 points there. I think he'll play bishop e5 now. Maybe exchanging that bishop.
Move to that right. Otherwise.
No, he played what?
Bishop e6. Bishop e6.
One second. Let's try to find the winning move. Now, guys, imagine yourself in Gukesh's shoes. His bishop has come to e6 to stop bishop c4 check. Now, the first move that comes to my mind is Amruta.
What's the first move?
Rook e1.
Rook e1, then Pragg gets a chance. You give a chance to your opponent. That's why.
Because I want to pin your bishop, right? But I think the problem here is that he can chop.
How do you defend?
F4, right?
There is only one way to defend, even if you play rook e1.
Bishop
not
F4.
Not an easy move, I would say. How to defend. Yeah, chess super, you're right.
What?
Queen g5, very difficult move.
But why not bishop f4?
Because, let's see, we'll understand about queen g5 also. But if you play bishop f4, then queen f4 right now. Threat is revived of
and
h3
queen f7
and bishop
c4. Can you ask the chat? Okay. Can you ask the chat after queen f7, what's the move?
And if queen f7, guys, what is the move?
Guys, go for it. Let's go. White to play. What would you play here? It's a very, very important move. And if you don't play it, then Pragg would be fine. Yes, very good. Arjun Iyer, Aniket, Narayan Biswas,
Pramila, Goenka, Kunal, Chess Super, Aniket, Arjun. Yeah,
Amruta,
you guys are right. Rook e6 would be game over.
Bishop c4 and pinning. Wow, with the queen support. Okay, so you can't take there. Amruta, let's go back. Let's go back. So if queen here, queen g5 is the move.
Now, how does this move work? That exactly, it's
because
pretty insane. Because
the knight is pinned.
Okay. But what if rook e6? If rook e6, bishop f4. No, queen f4. Yeah, queen f4. Yeah, and you force this, and this is okay.
And this should be fine. Okay, let's come back. So what is Gukesh's winning move? Now, rook e1 is bad. So I think maybe a move that comes to mind is knight e6, queen e6. But then, where is the next move? Oof.
There is the next move. Which we
knight
have
e6, queen e6. Okay. And now, what do we do?
The move which we have been considering for a while now.
H3.
Yup.
But H3, okay,
now
let's see.
Suppose...
One second.
Yeah,
okay. H3 is sort of forced, right? H3, knight e5 is forced, because otherwise, if you play something else, G7. Okay, you have knight F6 also, Amruta.
Yes, exactly.
Knight F6 and knight E5. Otherwise, any other move, G7 will hang.
Correct. So, only these three moves. Suppose if you go knight E5 as the most natural, the game is going to be over. In many ways.
Queen.
Yeah, queen G3 is good. Queen D5 is interesting, but
queen D5 is beautiful, Amruta. Queen D5.
No, this is the best. Queen B7, because the idea is to mate here, and you cannot go rook F7 because there is queen 8, and how do you stop that?
Beautiful. So I think there's no bishop E7.
Now find the winning move.
Okay, I want to play rook E1. But then rook
C8.
Suggest
any of the three winning moves.
Okay, maybe Amrita. Here's my winning move. Bishop c4.
Smart.
Yeah, let me show the chat.
Absolutely
If
smart.
if knight takes c4,
Huh?
guys. Yeah, and also a lot of people in the chat found it. Well done, guys. Then rook g7, king h8, and maybe rook e7. Yeah, just finish.
Yeah.
So because there's a disco check.
Yes, and if queen c4, queen
And
e7.
if queen c4, queen e7, threatening a mate on g7 and also attacking the knight on e5. And if you play rook f7, queen e5 is hanging, so that does not work. What it's lost, right? You have no way to defend both.
It's lost. So knight e5 is lost. You will
So
at least
knight
survival with
knight
knight f6.
But knight f6
Still it's the same. You take on b7. You have to take on b7.
Bishop e7 now. I think forced, right?
Bishop e7 again. It's lost.
Rook e1 maybe just finish.
But a beautiful finish always is more attractive.
Bishop c4, yeah.
No, bishop c4 how will it work?
No, now it doesn't work. Now it doesn't work. Let's go back.
La, 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 la.
How is rook d7? That looks very nice.
Rook d7. Okay, it does look nice. And it is nice, Sagar. That is another beauty which you have found. But the real beauty is rook g7.
Oh my god, what?
Of course, no need for that because a simple
King
beauty
g7,
works.
rook e1, huh?
Yeah, rook e1.
Wow, beautiful. So people
A
are
lot
saying
of tactics.
Why bishop e7, why not g6? So can we go back? Instead of bishop e7, g6, queen b7, g6.
Yes, g6 possible.
g6.
At every moment, Sagar, at the end, Gukesh will have to find something which is not like in this variation this works, so in this variation this will work too. It's not like that. You have to find something new.
So my first feeling is rook d6, but I don't see how it works. The other feeling, guys, what do you feel? Hey, how about bishop?
They feel happy. Bishop what?
No, I was thinking bishop f6 because you can't take with the rook. A8 is hanging. Can you keep the pawn on g6?
Yes.
No, not easy to find the move. Are people able to find even bishop c4? They are saying here also. Does that work? It works maybe. Bishop c4, queen c4, rook d6. No, doesn't seem to work because there's queen f1 and queen. Maybe not queen f1, but there's no threat now. So actually, like rook c8. Yeah. Exactly.
Rook d8,
exactly.
Rook c8. There is no threat.
Rook f6. That the bishop is pinned.
So what do you play here is a move which is, as I said, not a move that you will actually consider.
Oh, this is nice. Actually, Siddhant has told the move queen c6. Is that correct?
Blunder.
Oh, blunder. Bishop f4.
Okay, bishop f6. Very
bishop
hard.
f6, queen f6. Oh, queen d5, queen d6. Wow, no.
Forced, because if you play rook f6, you lose queen 8. So actually, bishop f6 is tactically very simple, but you don't consider that move initially because that bishop looks, oh, kya hi strong. ऐसे छोड़ के मत जाओ यार सागर, तुसी ना जाओ, चला गया. Anyway, too late. So bishop f6 would be a very strong move, and let's say if you miss bishop f6 for any reason, then what queen c6 idea had, queen a6, similarly you attack this bishop because now for a check it's defended, though that's completely unnecessary because bishop f6 is winning. Anyway,
why did people do what did you say?
तुसी ना जाओ, चले गए. Okay, Atanu asks, Sagar bhai, is there any video of VD Simul? When will it be out? In case you have recorded the event commentary.
Tomorrow or day after.
Yeah, Sayam says you two have good chemistry. You should marry each other. We'll definitely think about your advice. Thank you, Sayam. Okay, let's go back.
Our chemistry is good because we got married.
Why do you like to say the suspense? ठीक है.
Amrita. Is knight takes e6 the only move, or is there anything else? Look at how Gukesh is calculating. He's closed his eyes.
Can I make the screen bigger?
Yeah, and then bring Gukesh in.
1 second, I missed. Yeah. Just looking at Gukesh, okay? Just only look at Gukesh and tell me whether which move do you think he is thinking about.
Sorry, Amrita?
What? For this much time I thought to Abhipush. I asked you just looking at Gukesh.
हाँ.
Which move do you think he is calculating? और तुम 1 मिनट तक जान बैठते हो.
अरे, I am not like any. How can I know?
नहीं देखना थोड़ा बहुत. Mentalist Sagar Shah incoming. Arey, this we can do na once. We can call Suhani on stream and ask her to guess which move the other person is calculating.
Oh, nice.
Maybe on birthday we can call.
But she's busy on ABP news now. Right now.
Right now?
Like in general, I'm seeing her a lot on news channels right now.
अच्छा, क्या ही बात है. बता. So you can't guess. Okay. The question is whether Gukesh will take here or not. If you don't take, which is the next, which is not better, but the next move after 96, let's say if you don't focus on this move, then you are going to surely focus on this move because it attacks the knight directly. That's what I feel.
So knight.
But if you play h3, acha, yeah, if you go knight e5, this is also pretty good after queen g3. Because you are now threatening takes because this is a mate here. And if g6 is played, still you will just take. Firstly, you have double bishop already. Secondly, you are getting this tactics again and again. Two pieces for a rook. So h3 is also pretty good. Only thing is for Pragg, he should not go knight e5. First, he should take on f4. And then he should go knight f6 so that he is able to retain one bishop here. Okay? I think Gukesh will take on e6, Sagar. I think because he has a lot of time as well in hand. 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at other games quickly? Or maybe wait for Gukesh to make his move. You decide.
Yeah, we can go to other game, Amrita. Let's look at Arjun. Did he play bishop c6? Oh, Adiban Drew tournament leader Yilmaz. That's great update, Himang. Thank you.
Okay. Arjun.
Yeah, he did play bishop c6, right?
Just so he played bishop c6 here. Knight e4, knight e4, d4, bishop c5. Exactly what.
Nice. I had told queen f6, but yeah, he played here.
Yeah.
I think the position is just too symmetrical, right?
Kind of, yeah. Except for in pawn structure, these two not. And in pieces, not really, because the pieces are placed very, very differently. So no, not really. But I like this position for if I have to like this position, then it is for black. Because of the pieces and because of this knight ready to come on f4. As you had mentioned.
I also think black looks good. But if you play bishop e3, then maybe you are just exchanging one of the important pieces, right? And then it's not so easy.
But then your knight sits on f4 and then this is slightly better than this bishop. But this weakness is, yeah, pretty
Yeah, it should be
irritating.
equal, Amruta. It should not be
Yeah,
too
no,
much.
agreed.
Can we
Go to
go?
Carlsen.
Yeah, Magnus, he did play Maksudlu Magnus. So, what was the last move? Rook e8. He did go knight e3, right?
Rook e8, knight e3, rook e4. d5 was played, and
Yeah.
now Magnus went knight b4. I think Magnus is going to definitely put pressure. Oh, 17 minutes for Maksudlu, and they have to make 17 moves.
And bishop b2 is also hanging.
Yes, bishop b2 is hanging. The best move for Maksudlu would be to simply castle, which is
Really?
not so
Wow.
easy.
It's not easy. It's not
The
easy.
other best move is to
King
go king
f1.
a2. Again,
King
not
a2, yeah.
easy.
Well, the main point is that after bishop c3,
For me, natural question is, what if d6? Can I take bishop b2?
yeah, seems like you can. No,
No,
then d7.
d7. That is winning. So d6 ko kya? What are you going to do? You will have to stop it with rook d7.
Yeah.
And then this can become a weakness again. So d6 is possible, but if how does castle work is a question, because if castle bishop takes b2, no, it's just like giving a pawn, which is not very nice. This Magnus
No, he's
will
already
be
pawn up, so he's giving up a pawn to kind of equalize.
Still black will have initiative, huh? Magnus will have initiative here. Actually, Maksudlu is under pressure with time and with the position. Not easy at all. So let's go to Pragg.
Yeah, let's go to Pragg versus Gukesh. And Himank has made a calculation. If Praggnanandhaa beats Gukesh, he crosses 2700. But for now, it seems highly unlikely that he will beat him because.
Oh, acha, if Pragg beats Gukesh.
Yeah, because Gukesh is clearly better. I just am wondering if Gukesh is overthinking here or he's just trying to finalize his calculation. What is he doing? Yeah, I like right now knight e6 and also Amruta h3. We did not see anything apart from knight e5. Did we see knight f6 also? h3, knight f6?
Yes, we saw knight f6. No, we didn't. But if you play knight f6, it's we saw. No, it's converting into takes. Maybe with one move down, because we played h3, right? In between. So yeah, black gets that one move. Still, it is better because
No,
you have
it
one
doesn't
move.
get. It's actually transposed.
Oh, he plays h3. He played h3. So he did not take knight e6. In a way.
Yeah, because knight e6, queen e6 was h3 only, no? Next move.
Knight e6, queen e6. H3 only.
H3 only was there. So he's going the other move order. And maybe if you go knight f6, he'll take on e6 and then win b7. And if you play knight e5, which looks like the other natural move, then he will play queen g3, right?
Yes, queen g3. So actually, Sagar, important is for Pragg to make this move. He has to make this move. Only then he is able to retain one bishop. Otherwise,
okay. Let's say bishop f4. Let's analyze. Queen f4, right? Knight f6 forced. And now what is the move here for white?
This is again important. इतना easy नहीं है. But you don't have as much advantage anymore. Rook e1 is important to pin this.
Rook e1. I was thinking queen d6, Amruta. Is that just terrible move?
Oh, why would you want to exchange the queens?
I mean, I was just thinking if some tactics are possible.
It's not the best idea to do this because black is happy with
being
a pawn up.
If you play rook e8, my idea was rook e6, bishop c4. But even there, I mean, just rook e8 and
I mean, you're a pawn down, right? That's the key.
Yeah.
So not queen d6. So rook e1. Because Gukesh is pawn down, he still has to be very accurate in his play.
Bhavya says, Sagar, Gotham Chess credited you guys for spreading so much of his chess, so much of chess in his last video, recent video. Congratulations. Yeah, it was very kind of Levy to, credit us or just, mention us. It was very cool. And I thank him for that. And I did comment also below the video. So it was very cool. Amruta, rook e1. Can I go queen?
First, tell me how difficult is the move rook e1? Because I think
because
it's
the threat
not...
is rook e6 and bishop c4, no? I guess.
Okay.
So rook e1 playable. But the main problem is if you play queen f7, just imagine. And I take on e6, queen e6, bishop c4, pinning, knight d5 forced. And now I have rook g7. So that wins.
Over. Khattam.
So you cannot play queen f7, but if you can't play, I guess you must go rook c8, right, Amruta? Because then you have threats of rook takes c3.
Very difficult to find a defense here. I mean, the move I think is extremely difficult. If you go here, oh guys, what a beautiful move.
Is it queen f5?
No.
No? Oh, queen f5, there is rook c3 maybe, I don't know.
Queen f5 just
What's the move?
f5, no?
What's the move here? Wow. Ooh. Oof.
क्या हो रहा है? Rook c4,
Takes queen
c4 and
then you're losing an exchange. Wow.
Yeah, and otherwise you're losing this. If you go rook c6 or something, then still you will take the bishop because this pin is extremely irritating.
Yeah.
Then there is this other pin. So finally you lose the material.
Beautiful.
So this is very nice. So that is the threat. So to defend this, Sagar, to defend this idea of bishop c4, you have only kind of one way, one possibility.
Yeah.
It's again very hard, I think. All these calculations, very tough to do. Rook f7, because idea is to get out of the pin. And now if you go bishop c4, you have defended g7. Actually, that was the idea. So you can move the knight and defend in a way. Counter attack also this c3 bishop. This is important. But this variation, if it happens on the board, Sagar, it would be so crazy. Praggnanandhaa versus Gukesh. This variation, if they happen, like both of them ultimate players, yeah.
Can we go back and see? Because let's go back.
Let's go back and see. Yes.
To the move h3.
So h3
where you have attacked the knight.
Correct. Firstly, we saw Pragg has to take here if he has to survive.
I think he will find it because if he doesn't do that, he's losing because of knight e6, queen e6, queen b7 and all that problems, right?
Correct.
So Pragg will take on f4 because he's also a very good fighter. Queen f4.
No, but only thing is today we can't say anything for sure because the move which has happened by him already would have kind of impacted him in a way. 42 minutes of thought and then you make a bad move. Surely he realizes the position is not good for him. So queen takes f4. Now knight f6. Now here first of all whether Gukesh will find rook e1 or not is the question.
Is there no other move, Amruta?
No other move is going to give you an advantage.
Can we play rook d6? Is that leading to the same thing?
Rook d6, the main difference is that now if you go rook a c8, you don't have the same idea of bishop c4.
Because there's no pin. Whoa.
Because for rook c4, there is queen c4 and then there is queen d6, bishop c4. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this pin is important. So rook e1.
Oh, people are saying bishop b4. Can we do bishop b4 here?
Nice suggestion, guys, again. But this bishop was meant to be on this diagonal. Now rook c8 check. And find a good move here.
Black to play, yeah?
Yes. If you remember the rule, majority of the times, the defense, a good defense is dash.
Counter attack. Oh my god. Wow. Guys in the chat being so amazing. Ved Jadhav, Rishi Agarwal, Amruta, is it rook fd8?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very amazing. Amazing move. That would have been a mate in 2.
Amazed.
That's
this position is very rich with tactical possibilities.
I mean, amazing suggestion by the chat, first of all. Bishop b4.
Okay, Amruta, let's go back and see if Gukesh, if this, right now, if no bishop b4, rook e1, because it makes complete sense. And then he must find the move rook f7. Oh, that is very cool. Very cool.
So I would say for both it's tough. Rook e1 is tough and now rook f7 is tough. If he doesn't find
bishop c4, let's finish it.
If he doesn't find, he will consider a move like b5. That's what, to stop bishop c4, but you will still just take here. I mean, you might want to still continue for a move, this variation, but you now have rook g1.
Wow.
Yeah. Tell me. So you rook f7.
So rook f7, bishop c4, knight e4, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And now here my c4 bishop is hanging. So I take on e6. Queen
two
e6.
are attacked. So do you have two moves to consider, two candidates. One is takes and the other one is this, bishop g7. Which one will you start first? If I show you
bishop g7 is very tough. So let's go bishop e6, queen e6. And now I was thinking f3. Just trying to win material.
Forced. f3 is forced.
And now, guys, how should black unravel and get to an equal position here? It's not...
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think, Sagar, it is possible for them to kind of survive playing such accurate moves. It's impossible. It's humanly impossible.
Guys,
it's like that kind of a thing.
But people are saying queen d6, but I think rook e4 is just losing, no, to queen d6.
Yeah. Finish.
It's not a rook.
It's so that position where you can take a ticket to Wijk and see if they play this way. Variation.
One second. No, you are not right. Let me find. If I find, will you go to Wijk and take a ticket and go?
No, I am saying that they have to both play accurate moves. By the way, you're behind my chair. Maybe let me move myself.
No, it's fine. Guys, what should black do? Wait.
Go here.
I want to find the move.
Go this side. Yeah. Then.
I'm not able to find it. I was thinking queen a2 fe4, queen a1 king c2. That doesn't seem great.
What? Queen a2? Queen a2, fe4, queen a1, king c2.
Yeah, that doesn't suit good.
Yeah. Rook d8 and all that.
Let's go back.
If you remember the rule, defense.
Amruta, Praggnanandhaa played bishop. What did he play? Bishop e5 or what?
Yeah, he played bishop e5. Oh my god. He didn't play knight f6, Sagar.
Okay, what was the defense there? I'm very curious. 1 second. To finish that line. h3, Bishop f4, queen
But
f4.
look at Gukesh here. 1 second. If you just look at right now Gukesh for a while, he is kind of understanding, I think, through his expression that it's a bad move. Pragg has not even 20
Can you play
minutes.
bishop e5 on the board?
Yeah.
So what's the idea? If h takes g4, does he want to play f takes g4?
Yes. Hg4 is not good because of very strong move.
Yeah, attacks
Hg4.
the queen and f4 knight. Okay.
Yes.
So can't take the knight.
No. So you're going to reject Hg4 like in a second. What then are you going to consider?
Knight e6 definitely.
Okay. Then if it is definitely, then Gukesh will easily find it. Because
Then queen e6.
if queen e6, the question would be now what if Hg4? Because there is no same threat after Fg4. Aren't you simply a piece up?
Yeah.
This is what is happening right now. Gukesh is simply going to win the piece.
I think Praggnanandhaa is just completely off color today, no?
Yes, absolutely. I think thinking for 42 minutes kind of made this happen, which is still not so usual, but it's happening.
Amrita, how about bishop c3 here?
Knight f8. Even bishop c4 is strong.
And what about queen c3? That doesn't work, right? Queen c3 doesn't seem great because of rook c8.
No, it's also possible if you want
Possible,
to do,
no?
because bishop c4 is still happening.
Ah.
And this knight, rook, it's all gone. Simple chess is also winning here, in fact. So bishop e5. I'll go back.
Can we go back and on the big board? Can we go back to the big board and show that variation of h3, bishop f4, queen f4? Bishop f4, queen f4, knight f6, bishops, rook e1. No, here knight, rook f7, knight e4. Sorry, bishop c4, knight e4, bishop e6, queen e6, f3.
And the move over here, Sagar, is quite unbelievable. In fact, very shocking. Knight c5. Because rook e6.
No, it's not shocking, Amrita. It's playable, of course. It's just...
No, but firstly you go backwards. But the idea is to go forward, not even like, just take. So in a way, it's somehow. So knight c5.
Beautiful move. Beautiful. Knight c5.
Is the only defense that you can play. Great. And black has defended. So that's what I said. And if until this point, if both of them would have played, it sounds very unrealistic. It sounded very unrealistic. And we are seeing it right now on the board that it was unrealistic in a way.
Yeah, but Amrita, now I think for Gukesh, it's just a matter of
yes,
buckling down there and calculating the lines, because he is clearly in the driver's seat. He can actually find this move, knight e6, queen e6, and then just hg4.
Yes.
And it's game over. Maybe bishop c3, Amrita, here to be considered.
bc3.
Yes, and maybe this is not something so easy to consider, right? Because after, let's say, queen b3.
Queen b3 comes very as a natural move, but unfortunately, check.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe you would want to stop the check and again revive that idea, and you might go rook a8. But then I get time.
Take queen f5 maybe.
I can exchange. This is an important
no, queen f5,
move
queen
to play
e1.
still.
Okay.
Yeah, here is still important move, I would say, to play.
Bishop e2 maybe. Queen e2.
Queen e2. Again a nice idea because if you go queen b3 is something similar. So I think Gukesh will take some time also, because if he realizes after hg4 is winning piece and he is winning, he has to grasp it. It has to sink in. What's up in the chat? Guys, how did you find all the calculations here? Like, how tough were they?
So let's go back to Arjun game.
Absolutely.
Amruta, you have to, when you change the scene, you have to change. And with the other, you should also change the board quickly. Okay, let's go.
सब में मैं right में जा रही हूँ, okay? So you can be on the left. तुमको cover किया है ना पर मैंने, so I have to tell you.
So maybe you can push me that side, no?
I can. Oh, I can. Sorry. Yeah. Bolo, Queen D6 has been played last few moves.
He plays a move. He played.
King H2 was played.
Did he play Queen D6 here?
Yeah.
What is his idea? Maybe Queen G6?
Or Queen A3.
Then why not?
Queen A3.
Queen A3 maybe.
Or Queen C5. Yeah, both. Good. In fact, it's a very smart move because yes, the queen is kind of threatening many places. Very strong move, no? Really like it.
Yeah. Okay. So this game, Arjun seems to be on track to holding it. I mean, holding or at least a draw. Let's go Magnus winning.
Oh.
We have another angle for Pragg Gukesh, Amrita. Keep in mind.
Yeah, but we don't have Carlsen. That was Carlsen's camera.
Maybe he's shifted to 5th cam. There's nothing there.
4th. Okay. Yeah.
How did Magnus get better, Amruta? Can we just switch back a bit?
Yeah, we saw rook e4, d5, knight b4. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he went
And
d6 here.
Okay, rook d7.
No, Magnus played knight c2 check. King e2 was played. Then Magnus took on e3.
Fe.
Fe. Magnus took on g4. Wow.
d7, I think.
If d7, then there is rook f8. You just stop the pawn. Simply.
Okay.
But material is equal right now, but you have the bishop and the king is weak. So he played rook d5. Maksudlu played rook d5. And Magnus went rook d7. Rook f1.
Maybe not the best, yeah?
Yeah, because he just won this pawn. Also now this pawn is weak, so this is going to be lost. King in the center. Magnus has just got...
But why does Maksudlu sometimes make moves which are just, like... Like,
yeah.
I think he doesn't like to draw the games. Like when he is equal even against Magnus, he wants to do something exciting and get a decisive game. It could also mean he loses.
Absolutely.
There are some people who just take risks beyond.
I think so.
Amruta, why are you looking in that direction?
Sorry. I was looking at the chat if there is anything. Can I go to Pragg move?
Let's keep moving. You can't chat I will handle. If you can just focus on shifting and also
if you are handling the chat, not a problem. Yeah. I thought you're not
I'll handle the chat. Can we change the board?
I changed the board. Now I'm changing the board. Just a second, Sagar.
Okay, let's go.
He's thinking, yeah. Should I make the screen bigger for or this is fine?
Let's go.
Oh, he's going to make the move, I guess.
Gukesh is calculating. He's just trying to zoom into the screen. He wants to see what to play.
What is your prediction? What will he play?
I think knight e6 looks good. Is there any other move which gives Gukesh the advantage apart from knight e6?
Yeah, he has a move king b1.
Maybe not easy.
King b1 is possible just to move that. But apart from that, if he goes knight d5, just for example, then he loses the advantage, because after takes, Pragg can go king h8, and now if you take this knight here, then there is bishop c3 and queen a3 check.
Yeah, very bad. So Gukesh looking in the distance, trying to just confirm his calculation. Whatever he calculated, is that working out well? There's now knight e6, queen e6, h takes g4. Man, Amrita. I think one idea, Amrita. Knight e6, f, queen e6, h g4. And now rook c8. How is that?
Very good question. gf5. First attack your queen.
Now I was thinking if we can go
either A2. Take or a2. If you go queen a2, I think the main problem whenever you are going queen a2, there is queen d5 check. Yeah.
Right.
And maybe if you would want to insert this move rook f5, then I'll still go queen b7, because
no, g7 mate.
No, it is protected. Because actually this is very difficult to play. Maybe best practical way for Pragg to play, yeah, maybe. Because it looks scary, right? To play this, or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Rook c3 check. This looks scary, though it is clearly winning for white. Looks scary. So this is one way to play.
Let's go back to the live position.
Yeah. How much time Gukesh has been thinking? Actually, if we see at bishop e6, he had 52 minutes. And now he's on... Oh, he plays knight e6. Takes. He finds it.
Yeah.
That was the critical move.
That is the best move.
So queen e6 is maybe almost forced. Rakshit says, Sagar bhai, you should upload your shorts content on TikTok as well. Maybe someone of CBI team outside idea can do it.
I was thinking...
Oh, that's a great idea.
If TikTok
I thought TikTok is banned, India, no? Exactly.
And if someone uploads even from outside India, but chess-based India is on TikTok, that doesn't feel good, right? Because queen e6, no. And now just h takes g4.
He played no, he's not played. Yeah, at g4 he has to play. He's playing. He's about to play.
Yeah, he takes it.
And very calmly. Very calmly.
Praggnanandhaa is ready with his move, I believe, because or not.
No, I think he will think about bishop c3, like we were discussing. Or maybe rook a c8 as well. And fg4 as well.
Oh, he's going to take on c3. Okay. But now, Amrita, we had thought, right? Queen c3, there is rook c8. Correct?
Yeah, bc3 is forced. Because if you play gf5, okay, if you play gf5, then...
G5, but not sure why.
Oh, Sagar! What will you play for gf5? Oh!
Queen h6 check.
Oh, very good. Gukesh took on c3. Very important move. But if you play gf5, or if you would have played gf5, then Pragg had a very nice move. Bishop e5 back, because there is a pin there.
Oh, but also queen h6 check looked okay, right?
No. If you go queen h6, then there is king b1. And now if you go bishop f6, there is somehow your queen is going to be in trouble. After rook g3, bishop c4, rook h1, and this is going to be over on light square. Wow. So it's lost. So he plays bc3. The advantage is +4. He has more time. Can Pragg find anything
For Pragg, it's dangerous. He has to waste move, because even if he tries to enter queen b3 or queen a2, there is queen to d5 check. So he goes rook a d8, trying to prevent the exchange. And I think, Amrita, you analyze this.
We were looking at takes and queen e2. Remember?
Yeah.
Takes and queen e2. So that if queen b3 or something, there is this check. Also, there is, in fact, he can also play gf5. Gukesh can also play gf5 here.
Rook d1.
Rook d1, queen d1. Pieces are scattered, so it will take a bit to get them together. But that's it.
But guys, believe it or not, Gukesh is now a complete piece up in the game. And he is just cruising. Look at that bishop on f1. It's not moved yet. We are on move number 24.
Yeah. Also, if you see Pragg walking, his body language clearly showed that he was in a worse position.
Yeah.
What different kind of ways they think, right? Gukesh sometimes closes his eyes and not looking at the board, very much focused when he's closed his eyes. Arjun looks elsewhere.
Everyone has a different style of thinking, Amrita, but all of them are amazing calculators.
Absolutely.
Can we go back like one move and think like this is the live position, and now we have to figure out if Gukesh can overcome some of the mental barrier that comes along with a weakened structure in front of the king. Because even though engines might shout like +4, I feel it's psychologically very difficult to play with a king on c1 when the black queen might try to enter to b3 and try to just harass those pawns.
Correct. Agree completely. Yeah, Sagar, are you tired? Like really tired? You must have been. You had a long day since 6 a.m.
Let's go to another game.
Look at how Gukesh is calculating. Let's go to Carlsen.
Should we stay here till Gukesh is on?
Yeah, maybe for a minute if he's about to play. And is Praggnanandhaa going to sit or is he going to watch other games?
Pragg is planning to like just move around here and there, show some confidence.
Oh, Gukesh is going to play. I think he's about to play. Let's check here. But it was a very different kind of game, right? Gukesh versus Pragg. The opening was...
It's like two youngsters ready for a fight, There's nothing held back, coming at you with everything. And Gukesh, of course, playing so many creative moves like Rook G1 and G4 and all of that. Pragg defending excellently. And then...
In fact, after a point... Oh, he plays Gf5 first. He doesn't take the rook. This would have been maybe smoother, but Gf5 is good enough. The only thing, Sagar, with Gf5, what are you going to do for Queen A2? Okay, this is my question to you. Wow, Gukesh has calculated this. Amazing. Oh my god. Guys, what will you play with white? Let me just go to the chat chess moves. Time for that. Absolutely.
Here there's a nice move, Amrita.
And only move. Only move. If you don't, there is a perpetual with Queen A3. Queen A3 and... Chat is strong. Chat is super strong. Yes. They've got it, Sagar.
Wow,
Rook G7, Jaden, Nishkit, Hardik, Aradhya, Keyur, Rakshit, Shubhi, Tactical, Rishikesh, and Ratul. You guys are absolutely right. That is the move. But this is the only move, so Gukesh must find it. If he doesn't find it, let's just say it's going to be a draw. So Rook G7, why does it work? King G7. Again, important check. Queen G3. Very important check, Sagar.
Yeah.
If King H8.
Hmm.
Are you following me?
Yes.
There is a check. And for King here, look at this finish. Beautiful finish. Mate.
Wow.
This is brilliant, no? If the game ends with such a beautiful idea, isn't it going to be amazing finish on top level? Pragg won't allow that, though.
Yeah. But Gukesh has to find, first Pragg has to find Queen A2. But then Gukesh has to find Rook G7. Let's come back.
Maybe he will play this because this is the only chance, right? Because if Gukesh doesn't find Rook G7, then it's a draw. Also, if you go for this check, King H6 or something, the same... no, what do you do here? How do you convert?
I'll be back in a minute. Huh?
Yes. Sagar, maybe even if you want to take a rest, you can. But you can decide. Okay, if he goes King H6, guys, over here you still need to give checks. Important. And Queen F4 check, King goes back, and you're gonna convert it into a similar thing with Queen E5. Now, if King goes to H6, how do you convert this? It's not easy here. Is it a draw anyway? Wait, am I missing something? Pragg is thinking he's having 15 minutes, but this is a question, guys. Try to calculate here, because how do you finish? You have sacrificed a rook, and this queen is on A2, completely ready for a perpetual. If you give a check, king goes to G7. Oh my god, is it a draw after king H6? The problem is, if I go a move like bishop D3 with the idea of rook H1 mate, then there is queen A3 check. And I cannot run, because if you give this queen B2 check and I go king E3, there is perpetual with queen B6. So cannot really run. In fact, if I stretch too much, if Gukesh, in this position, white stretches too much, black can even get an advantage because his material up. Oh my god, is it a draw after rook G7? Sagar, maybe I was not right. Doesn't queen H4 win a rook after king H6? Rakshit asks. Okay, wait. So queen G3 check, king H6, queen H4 check, you are saying. King G7. Rook D8. Oh, you're not going for a mate. But what if queen A3 check? Is there a perpetual, Rakshit, here? Then king C2 you will go. Then again a check. King D3, then another check. Okay, then you take with the queen. Right, that was it. You just try to win the rook. But the game will go on. It's not getting over. So we'll stick to this game after GF5. Gukesh is thinking Shall we have a quick look at other games, or maybe it's an important moment? Let me have a quick look at Carlsen. Oh, Carlsen is absolutely winning. Rook 1 d3. I think last we left at rook d5. Rook d5. He played rook b4 with the idea of rook b2 check. Rook d1, king f7, rook d3 and king a6. This weakness is pretty near to the king as well. So the rooks are tied down for the defense. Whereas this rook is free. This bishop is free. This is Aramse winning. What about Arjun? Some moves have happened, by the way. Arjun last played queen d6, g3, and knight went back to e6, which was a good idea because after g3, what we can see that this diagonal in future is going to be slightly dangerous for white. Bishop d3 was played by Fabi. Arjun got his knight to c5, a beautiful knight. e4 completely under pressure. Bishop went back because, moves are happening in Gukesh versus Pragg. gf5, Pragg played rook d1 check. Pragg did not play queen a2, he went rook d1 check. Of course, Gukesh will take queen d1. Yeah, of course, he'll play queen d1. And then queen f5. How much time is he having? 20 minutes for Gukesh and 12 minutes for Pragg. How many moves? 15 moves are yet to be made for the 40 move time control. Maybe I'll just... Yeah, Gukesh very calmly takes the rook on d1. He played queen a2. a3 is hanging right now. So how do you defend? Guys, if you go queen d6, it's a bad move because of this check. And oops, I should have asked this question. But if king c2, then you lose the bishop. So important is that you don't go queen d6. If you don't go queen d6, what else will you do? Dhananjay says queen d7. Queen d7. Very good move, Dhananjay, because now if you give a check here on a3, the king goes to c2, and if you give another check, I think the king is going to start the journey. King d1. Another check, king goes to e2. Maybe you can play it this way. King can go to d2 and then king d3 for queen b2 check, king d3. Maybe one last check of queen b1. Guys, what do you do here with white? Where do you take your king? Because if you go king e2, then he's going to keep giving checks, queen e4 and all. But you can go king d4 and not worry about queen f1 because of checkmate in one move. That's why queen d7 is a counter attack. You can see how many times when there is a attack on you and you have to defend, you are actually counter attacking. It's an important thing to keep in mind. Counter attack is a very, very strong theme. So queen d7 is nice. Queen d4 is also same idea. So queen d7, queen d4, both the moves are very powerful because you are threatening mate in one. I think Gukesh just has to choose one of them, which he will find for sure. Which game do you want to see now? We have Magnus Arjun and we have this game. We can stick here or the other two. अर्जुन मैग्नस, अरे कंफ्यूज मत करो. Okay, Magnus. Let's go to Magnus's game. There we are. After King A6, 92 was played by Param. Carlsen went Rook A4, A3. Oh, what a nice move. Rook A3. Rook takes A3. He took on D5. I think he is giving the A7 pawn. Here Rook A7 will be played by Maqsoodlu. And then Carlsen will just take on D6. This is defended. These two are simply passers. Maybe a resignation is going to come soon. There he goes, 94 check. It's converting into a rook endgame. Okay, so that's Magnus's game. He's clearly winning. After 94 check, the king will move and it will enter into rook and it will enter into a rook endgame and he will be just winning. Going back to Gukesh is still thinking. He's not yet played. Queen D1, Queen A2. Yeah, he's still thinking. Maybe he's about to make a move. Oops. Keymer versus Forest. Why is it going very interesting? Van Forest is better. He's a pawn up. He's a pawn up, so he will beat Vincent actually. I think Gukesh is about to make a move, so let's be here for a while. It has been such an amazing game. Maza hi aa gaya. It's fun to watch every move because ठीक है, let's quickly go to Arjun's game. यहाँ पे after knight c5, bishop e2 was played by Fabi, ठीक है, and Arjun went g6. Such a cool move because he was threatening h5, but Fabi himself played h4, and now Arjun has played h5. He's going to still improve his piece position. He'll go king g7. Eventually, White's king, as we have discussed, is going to be more in danger. Hey, Gukesh played bishop d3. He did not play any of those moves. Queen d4 or queen d7. This is also a good enough move. So nothing like he loses an advantage or something. This was other possibility. Giving the a3 pawn. Of course, Pragg will take here. And this king will now run to the king side. Or no need to even run, maybe. Just simply queen c2. Makes the king very safe. Pragg, if he exchanges, then it's simply loss. So he'll try to keep the queens on the board. But this queen comes to a2, gives a check, and no. Seems like not much hope. Only they have to keep playing. Only Pragg has to hope that white king is slightly weak, and if at all, in time pressure, if at all any mistakes can happen. Bye, Gukesh. Gukesh just went and got the water bottle, yeah? Can we say he is super relaxed right now. What do you think, guys? Also, he was coming under a lot of time pressure when in complicated positions. So, because Pragg thought so much, 42 minutes, 47 minutes in that position, Gukesh maintained his time and has not come under time pressure. Rishikesh Parab says Magnus effect. Yeah, in the last few days since Gukesh got his since Gukesh beat Maksudlu, I think he has he has made a comeback. Maybe we can say that for sure. Because it was very much possible that he could have gone for some tempting moves in the middle game, which were not the best moves. There were such moves possible, but he made sure that after that one mistake by Praggnanandhaa, Gukesh kept things under control. He just did not let it slip. Okay, Pragg is about to play for bishop d3. Big board, let's go for it. Herman says Pragg needs to save his energy for tomorrow. Now must immediately resign. Not true, because right now there is still a possibility if Gukesh could, make any slight errors. Until that chance exists, it will be premature to resign. Let's have a bigger board. Keyur says Pragg made moves which looked like mouse slips. He made the best moves. He missed the best moves by just one square. Oh, tomorrow is a rest day. Yeah, tomorrow is a rest day, by the way. Tomorrow is 26th and it's a rest day. It's a Republic Day. What would Pragg be thinking about? Mostly Queen A1 check, Queen A3 check. The other move is Queen A1 check if he goes. Still same and makes, in fact, zero sense. Oh, he plays Rook E8. Pragg doesn't give any check. He goes Rook E8, tries to cut the king escape, which was anyway not happening. So here Gukesh actually has a very strong move. Very strong move. Guys, can you find it? Gukesh has a very strong move. White to play. A lot of moves are very good, but what would be the strongest? Yes, you guys are right. Vaibhav, Akshay, Keyur, Mukesh Gaming, Ayush, Aryan, Atharva, Rishikesh, Pramila. F6 is the move. That's the strongest move there. And you force G6. Anyway, it's very tough. After G6, you can move. I mean, you can play anything. Anything is winning, I would say here. Anything. I believe Sagar would have slept. He woke up in the morning at 6 o'clock. So wow, this looks without any counterplay now. After F6 and G6, it looks like zero counterplay. Just for example, let's say if white plays a move like what's natural? Do you want to defend this with maybe A4 or yeah, what do you do here? Maybe it makes sense to move the rook, not rook G1, but rook G4 actually makes sense. You are trying to improve the piece position. You want to exchange the rook with rook e4. You may even want to get the rook to b4 and help the king. So rook g4. If suppose a check comes, maybe with queen takes a3, then the king goes to b1. And important is there is no check. There is no queen b4. There is no queen b3. No check at all. If you try to play queen c3, take another pawn, then a super finish would be a beautiful check here. And another idea because of rook g4 is bishop comes to c4. The queen is open and the king is in super duper trouble. So I really love the move rook g4 idea with white. So f6, g6 and rook g4, if that happens on the board, I think it's over. Oops, what happened to the camera? One moment, guys. Till the time I put this. Oh wow, he played rook g4. I mean, he didn't play f6 first, f6 g6, but he did realize, Gukesh realized that the rook on g4 is very powerful, and right now bishop c4 is a direct threat here, so you have to take a call with the queen. And f6 is in hands. It's over, guys. This game is almost over. Keur asks, ma'am, what do you think might be going on in Pragg's mind? What might be he going through right now if he understands this is losing for him? Yeah, I think he would already be knowing, because this position is now very clear to assess that this is losing. Surely he'll try to hang on for a few more moves, but yeah, it's chess. At the end of it, it's a part of the game. He's going to get ready for the next game. By the way, what was the calculation? If Gukesh wins, what would his live rating be today? And I think someone had mentioned in the chat. Oh, let's look at Carlsen's game. Magnus, rook endgame. Wow, what's happening after rook e6? He spinned it after rook e6. And if rook f6, then rook e5. Oh, are we getting at a Lucena position? Lucena is happening, guys, on Carlsen's board. Just look at this. If king d3 takes rook f6. Firstly, you can cut this. King a3. What are you going to do? This king is going to come to b2, b3. This whole thing is going to happen, and then the bridge is going to get built. Maqsoodlu is thinking, he knows he has to resign. Kevuras, what are the odds of Magnus blundering and Param snatching and draw? 0. We can look at the end. It would be nice to see if Lucena is going to happen. Or is Param going to resign already? How many moves they have made? 47. No, I maybe he will resign. Maybe. Oh, Pragg. Let's go to Pragg. Let's go to Pragg. Pragg played after rook g4, queen a3 check, king d2, queen b2 check, queen c2, and he has gone back with his queen to b6, threatening queen f2 check. But now Gukesh can play queen a2 check over here. 10 minutes for Gukesh. Queen a2 check would be very strong. By the way, right now f6 wouldn't be as powerful because queen f2 will come with a check. And then you lose the f6 pawn as well. So that insertion of f6 g6 would have been very nice before rook g4. Nevertheless, here queen a2 check is going to be strong, and wherever the king goes, this rook can simply support the f2 pawn. Again, there is no check and everything is very, very well protected. So just one pawn as a compensation for the bishop. You can imagine one pawn, and that too, what do we say when pawns are a compensation? We say that pawns need to be advanced if they are compensation. But you can see over here the pawns are completely meaningless. So just doesn't make any sense. Iron hide queen e3 is not a mate because there is a pawn here. So that's a blunder. Queen b6 and Gukesh is thinking over here. Well, he could directly go rook f4 and play safe. That's possible too. He's about to make a move. Himang says Gukesh will gain 4.7 points with this win and Pragg will go down to 2690. Yes, queen a2 has been played with a look at Pragg as well, saying that I don't think there is any chance for you here. Pragg goes king h8. Rook f4 we saw the... Oh, he goes rook d4. Yeah, the other move was rook d4. Cutting this attack a very nice way as well to block the attack. Both were strong moves. Rook d4 is also very good. I think he wanted to keep the pawn on f5 for one more reason that... no, anyway the queen cannot come to e6 because it would have got exchanged. But in general, maybe that was a reason that he kept the pawn on f5. So that there is no such idea. By the way, can there be a check here? Queen h6. Yeah, he gives a check. Pragg gives a check. Oh, Magnus still playing, means they are going into Lucena. That also would be very interesting. We'll have a look at that game as well. Gukesh went king c2. No more checks. Can't leave the last rank because of rook d8 mate. He goes queen h2. Threatening queen f2 now. But a powerful move with Gukesh now. Will he play that? Queen f7. Not worrying about the pawn anymore. Because for check, you have king b3. There is no check. And queen f7 is just finishing. Yeah, I mean... Oh, there's a very beautiful move as well, guys. There is queen e6 because you cannot take another mate. Wow. Queen f7 or in queen e6, either of the moves are very strong. If Gukesh plays that, I believe a resignation is going to be happening very soon. Kshitij asks, are there any refreshments, fruity or something? Fruity का तो पता नहीं, but yeah, they have a refreshment area and they have some drinks and we don't know what exactly is there to eat. They do have it. Oh, he goes queen f7. Finally, the queen is in some active position. Queen f2. King b3. No check. Hey, you there? आ गए? Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oops. It's the final moments. I think Pragg is going to resign very soon. It's completely lost. And in fact, in Magnus game also, maybe they will reach Lucena.
Really?
Do you want to have a look or maybe we'll stick with it because it's going
No,
to end?
let's stick here. Let's stick here.
Yes.
But Amruta,
Hmm.
did Pragg get no chance after that?
No chance.
Gukesh, so he finished off his
He
calculation.
absolutely... no, Gukesh played very well in that sense. I mean, he didn't get scared at all with those weaknesses around the king because they were more like a bluff in a way. If the rook moves to... firstly, where can the rook move? But if the rook moves to g8, then there is bishop c4.
Yeah.
If the rook moves to c8, then there is queen e7 with the idea of rook d8 mate. If a move like h5, Then there is queen g5 to attack this guy here and mate. So it's not working out, and this would be a nice finish.
He played rook g8.
He did play rook g8.
Now bishop c4, right?
Yeah. I think he'll play it.
Can we just see last couple of moves, Amrita, what happened in this game?
Yeah. Where did he
Yeah.
go?
Oh, did he go queen? Yeah, take on c3.
Queen a2, bishop d3. He played simple chess. Rook e8
Bishop d3 is
was
a nice
a nice
move, no?
move, because if you go check king d2 and then there comes queen c2, blocking everything. Oh, by the way, Gukesh plays bishop c4 over here. This has happened.
So actually, Amrita, Gukesh, if he wins this, he
Hmm.
would have scored 2.5 out of 3.
Exactly. After the win with Maksudlu, he has made a huge
Draw with
comeback.
Magnus.
Majorly, it's a psychological comeback.
Mhm.
That's a different. It would be an amazing lesson in a
Rook
way
c8.
that in whichever situation you are, it can change, right?
Yeah.
Rook b8.
Is queen c7 now? Okay.
Yeah, queen c7 also possible. Queen c7 and queen e7 both are good moves. Because in queen e7, rook f8 is not coming. So maybe queen e7. Also for queen e7, if h5, you have queen g5.
Queen c7, what is his plan, Amrita? Here?
For queen c7,
Hmm?
rook d8 mate.
Yeah, I mean, what's black's plan now?
Acha,
After.
queen c7, rook f8.
But then rook d8, queen f5.
I mean, it's winning still. Oh no, this is also lost, Sagar, because queen d6. It's finish.
Nice.
Yeah, queen c7 is. You know those last moments when Gukesh also knows it's like super duper winning and just rechecking everything. He's going to play queen e7. Yeah. This is the thing. He is making all the strong moves.
Best moves. Best moves.
Yeah. I mean, even in the good moves, he is choosing the best moves. Magnus
Can we
won.
go to Magnus?
Yeah, exactly. One second. I don't know. Oh, but they have gone. Pragg has come. It's over. Magnus game finished, guys. Magnus
How?
has won.
How?
They went no right now.
No, how did he win?
H5. He was winning with the rook end game. The rook end game, Lucena.
Okay, we'll check it later. H5 from with a rook d8 takes queen h7. Okay.
If you go rook d8, takes, king h7, yeah, you may give this check. And then you may want to give another check. Oh my god, look who's calling. Acha, no. That's to your this thing.
Yeah. I'll pick up.
And this is the final moments between Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa. Right now, Gukesh is clearly winning this game. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day. Gukesh plays queen g5, threatening a mate in 1. Pragg goes queen f3, defends the pawn. And I think a lovely move here would be rook d6 with the beautiful idea
Oh,
of rook h6, g h6 and queen h6
oh,
mate in
that
2.
would be just so good.
He goes rook h4 with this idea of queen rook h5 mate. That is also lost. I think resignation in 2.
No, but
Maybe
queen
this is
d1.
king b2. He, he plays king.
Oh, Pragg resigns. And he says queen e7. Instantly, yeah.
Hmm.
He
Gukesh says,
says,
can we
why queen
analyze?
e7? You could have played fe4, and then he says, can we analyze?
Yeah. But it's very nice that, they are analyzing, being in the same tournament, whatever the result. This is something to really learn from.
Yeah, also Pragg. I mean, the tournament has taken a very, just like for Gukesh, the tournament has gone well, Amrita. For
Yeah.
Pragg, it has gone in the same opposite
Hmm.
direction in the last 3 rounds, correct?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Because he has lost, I believe, 2.5 points right after 3 rounds.
Correct.
He lost to Gukesh now. He lost to Rapport.
He lost to Nodirbek, maybe also. No, but that was before. That was a little before. No, Sagar, you're absolutely right. I mean, this 3 rounds clearly show like if you play with your full consistency, then where these rounds can take you.
Yeah.
Uh, I agree.
And Gukesh slowly making a comeback in this tournament while Praggnanandhaa uh, sort of getting into difficult situation. Amruta, that means Gukesh and Pragg now are on equal score in this tournament. No, Pragg is on 5 and Gukesh is still on 4.5. Correct.
Yeah. But it's tremendously amazing that Gukesh, the way he has
Yeah,
fought back from being in
yeah,
the last position
yeah.
with Carlsen, today with Pragg, I think it's brilliant, right? He's a
Great choice.
comebacker. He's a comebacker without any doubt.
Comeback kid.
Come. So no, that like a
And what
backpacker, a
about
comebacker.
Arjun?
Arjun is playing,
Arjun,
but why can't I see his camera?
maybe on number 1, yeah, Amruta.
No, it's not there. Number
Hmm?
1 didn't work. See? No, it's not there. This is number 1.
Oh, can you check once?
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4,
Maybe they drew or
number
what?
5. No, they're playing. See? Number 6. Oops. See, knight f3 is the last move over here. I think they have to make 2 moves. Oh, it's a draw. Oh, they drew.
Who?
Just right now, I think. Arjun and Caruana.
Arjun drew, right?
Right,
Okay.
they drew. So only one. In fact, Magnus's game also I'll show you. Right now, only one game is going on. Van Forest versus Vincent. Sagar in Magnus versus Maksudlu. It was a very interesting endgame they reached. I mean, of course, Magnus was winning. Here he
Amrita,
can.
can you just continue this game and I will bring the guest if
Yes,
I can.
yes. Then I was showing you.
Yeah.
Then I will continue with the game which I had seen with the chat until a point. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, we had seen Rook d1, h5. Wait. I think Rook a3. Takes Rook a7, King d6, knight e4 check. At this point, we had left that it converted into a rook endgame. Rook went to f5, Rook d6. King तो बहुत ही खतरनाक हो गया है कि Rook f5, King a4. He kept giving checks and then started b4, e4, e5. हाँ, यहाँ पे it converted into, I guess it was supposed to convert in Lucena. Oh, but Maqsoodlu resigned before itself. Because if you go king c3 right now, you have king c1 and no need of Lucena anyway. Because it's a win. Queen here. If you go king e3, then anyway king c2. The point being check, king b3, check, king c3, check, king b4. And guys, what should black play here? Very quickly, black to play and win. Black to play and win. What a speed. Nice speed. How many people have answered? I'll tell you until now, guys. How many of you have answered? Very less. Come on, guys. Come on, come on. At least कितना होना चाहिए? At least 100 तो होना चाहिए ना? 100 people should find us. Only 45 people have found it. हाँ, बढ़ रहा है अभी देखो. Suddenly जाग गए. It's like jago. Wow. 70 people. Awesome. Come on, come on. Another 30. 80 people. सागर आने से पहले 100 कर लेते हैं, सेंचुरी मार लेते हैं. 90 and we won the final 10, guys. Come on. Yay, 100. That's done. Awesome, guys. Awesome. More than 100. Shaibi, Rishi, Atul, Nikipedia, Atharva, Varad, Rishikesh, Lakshya, Shashwat and Keyur. Superb. क्या ही बात है, मजा आ गया स्पीड से. Rook b5 and the game will be over. You have a ready-made bridge, in fact. देखो, even Magnus's game got the Lucena kind of position. कोई तो समय को बताओ यार. So that is how he won. Very interesting that how he converted the position from this point, which was completely like equal but with initiative. At this point he went knight b4, d6 was not necessary, and यहाँ पे Magnus actually started getting initiative with the bishop. The bishop showed its power with the king in the center. And the passed pawn also, what you can understand from this game is, was closer to the king. Passed pawn can be your strength or it can become your weakness. In this case, it became the weakness. Very smoothly Magnus converted this. Okay, so this is the final game which is going on, guys. Van Forest versus Vincent Keymer. Vincent is actually a pawn up and it's rook endgame. 40 moves are just over. So 41st move pe Van Forest played a5. But you know what? If these two pawns are suppose not on the board and this pawn is not on the board, this is still a draw. F and H pawn is a draw. Rook endgame is a draw. That's not happening. आज काफी जल्दी games खत्म हुए, right? Oh my god. I thought it will be late. Vaishali Abhimanyu going on. Oh, that's an important news. Where can I see it? 1 second. Oops. Wait, let Sagar come. I doubt if Sagar has went to get the guest. But for all those who joined late, Today, Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa was a very interesting game. बहुत मजा आया. It was English opening. Just a summary of the game. It was English opening and it was not at all the boring English opening. It was completely crazy. Pragg went Queen A5, Queen H5. A very interesting idea of the opening. And what Gukesh did was Rook G1 with the idea of G4. That was completely crazy. Pragg got the break with d5. As we know, for the Marozhibine structure, if you get a chance, take the break. He did get the break and Gukesh went g4, which was completely rash but was his preparation. So after takes bishop c5, you can see here the f2 was attacked. It looked very dangerous for Gukesh, but he was able to he played a move like queen e2, super solid, very tactical. ये हो नहीं रहा था. Bishop f2, queen takes f2, knight takes f2. For all those who were not there at this point of time, there was an important move because of which this sacrifice worked. One more time, even for the people who were there, could be a revision, but can you find a move? Very quickly. Yes. Namit, Mayur, Richard, Shashwat. Knight f6 would be a fork. That's why it worked. So queen e2, nice defense. Pragg went f5, again going very crazy, again breaking the center and most importantly reviving the threat of bishop f2, stopping knight f6. Gukesh went knight f4, queen f7, and after rook g2, which was a bad move, Gukesh had too long castle, but he went rook g2, defended the f2 pawn over here, and Praggnanandhaa had to make this move, which he did not. Fe4. This was the only moment where Pragg had a chance to get a better position. In fact, a clearly better, maybe almost winning position with Gukesh. At this point, he missed this move and never again in the whole game he got any chance. Fe4 was critical. It was complex for many reasons. Most importantly, queen e4 was not possible. There was this simple pin here. So knight g5 was going to be forced, attacking the queen, also the pawn. And after queen f5, because what we analyzed was the queen couldn't just go and defend here for against this threat of check and defending this bishop, because he would lose two pieces for a rook. That would not be a nice thing. So this was the key calculation where Pragg would have had to go queen f5, defend this g4, defend c5, and we would have seen this position for sure. If Praggnanandhaa would have gone f takes e4, this would be the position which was clearly better for him. But what he played was completely shocking. He played queen e7 after thinking for, you can see 127 and 45. After thinking for 42 minutes, he played queen e7, which was a mistake. And at this point, Gukesh found an amazing move, which most probably was missed or underestimated by Praggnanandhaa. The move was e5, a beautiful move. Not very clear in the very beginning what the pawn is just hanging here right there, but it was a lot of tactics happening after knight e5 and long castle. There were a lot of tactics, so which did happen in the game, by the way. After takes, there is 1 second, he played bishop d6, right? Bishop d6 and bishop c3. Suddenly white's pieces came super alive. This knight is was going to threaten quite many things. This bishop on f1 was the coolest and the calmest piece. It did not do anything. In fact, without it, everything else was happening. There was a nice teamwork. Knight f3, queen f3, bishop e6, and Gukesh went h3 with a lot of issues over there. So after the simplification over here, which happened, takes, queen d1, for a moment, it did feel that the queen is on a2, maybe some chance of perpetual, but absolutely no, because white Gukesh became a simple piece up, and his king was going to be very safeguarded in the center. Rook e8, rook g4, the final scattered pieces now have to come together. So Gukesh starts playing rook g4, queen c2, and first a check over here, and rook d4 blocks the attack on f2 after queen h6 check, king c2. Here now there is no need to care about the f2 pawn. He simply got his pieces active, which was good enough, as the black king is already in a mess. Here Praggnanandhaa resigned on move number 40th and Gukesh won, and right now they are analyzing the game. It was a really very nice game with amazing tactical variations, complex variations which they had to calculate. We enjoyed a lot. It was a great fight, most importantly, and let's see what's going to happen next in the upcoming days. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day, but in the upcoming days we are going to be seeing Magnus versus Praggnanandhaa and Magnus versus Arjun, which is going to be super exciting. So you guys must join in. And right now, where is Sagar gone? I have zero idea, but I'm sure all of you are waiting who the guest is going to be. Or is Sagar going to come? And I don't know. Let's see. Well, the king has reached f4 in this game in Van Forest. Arjun has drawn the game, by the way. Yeah. So today's results have been Nodirbek Ding draw, Wesley Anish draw, Maksudlu Magnus 1. Richard Aronian ended in a draw very quickly, I guess. Arjun Caruana ended in a draw. This was the last position. Actually, Arjun could have continued. He had a slight edge, but it was move number 40th. In the last position where Caruana offered a draw after knight f3, Arjun could have played bishop back here, back to d7. Okay, that was a lot of strategy and planning which was required, but it was possible to try. Praggnanandhaa Gukesh, we just saw the game, and yeah, that's how it is. Do I have standings? Just a moment, guys. Let me check. Nope. This was round 10. The result is not updated. No, I don't have standings here. How did you like the game, guys? How did you like the game today? Gukesh versus Praggnanandhaa. And what was the most important moment according to you? Oh, I think people are challenging for bullet. That's Sagar's account though. Oh, look at this. Oh, by the way, Vaishali's game, right? Somebody had suggested. Oh, look at this, Jordan over here. Let me see Vaishali's game if I can get it. Broadcast. Tata Steel Challengers. Yep, we have it there. E takes d5. Vaishali is black. Two rooks and bishop versus two rooks and knight. So that was like what Magnus versus Maksudlu, yeah? Maksudlu versus Magnus. Yeah, I summarized today's results. Okay, so this game is still going on, and they have. Acha, 40th move, e takes d5 was played, and it's showing 0-0-45. But maybe we can check the full view once. Ah, Vaishali is there. You can see her walking there. So you can see 3 games are going on. Erwin Lamy. That's Vaishali and Abhimanyu. So which means that in this game, this is Jordan's game. Oops. Yeah, over here. If you see the pink shirt, that's Abhimanyu. Yeah, over here Vaishali is playing with Abhimanyu. So this is Vaishali's game. Let's try to have the... Guys, should I have this small board so that we can see them, or should I have a big board? In Vaishali's game, after e takes d5, which was the 40th move played, Abhimanyu has a very interesting idea. He can try to increase the pressure on h6 point. How can he do that? Small board, big board. कहाँ है सागर? One second. Where is Sagar? Even I don't know. Hello? Where are you? नहीं किया, पर सब गेम खत्म हुआ. विंसेंट का चल रहा है, इट्स ड्रॉ. वैशाली का भी दिख रहे हूँ. सो इफ यू कैन लेट मी नो व्हाट्स मैसेज. People are so yeah, you gonna come or you're not going to come? Okay, I'll be there maybe 5 minutes from here. Okay, guys. So we will wait for 5 minutes, and then if they don't come, we can say goodbye. By the way, ED5. So the move I had asked, did anybody write the move? Nobody wrote the moves. You were only... oh, yeah, Adit wrote the move. Nice, Adit. Very nice. Rook F6 would be a very nice move. Increasing pressure on H6. And if you take, bishop takes F6 here, then there is a fork. Knight F6 would be over. So Rook F6 is a nice move which Abhimanyu has here. And what Vaishali must do is simply ignore the h6 pawn right now and save the a6 pawn. It would be important to save this. One more thing is, for a5, if Abhimanyu tries to take the pawn on h6, that would be a blunder. Because now there is no fork, so you can just win this exchange. So you can't play knight h6. which means that you will have to move the rook. So rook can go either rook b6 or rook d6, both, or rook a6. All should be okay. Rook a6 looks good. You're attacking this, and now your threat is also knight h6. Though this is weak, this can look slightly dangerous for Vaishali, but with accurate play it should also be holdable. Not so sure. With accurate, let's say if b4 or a4, which one do you like? For a4 you are fixing the structure, and then this pawn cannot go to b4 easily. Maybe b4, but then what if rook a5? Oh, b3, and you can try to complicate the stuff there. Yeah, rook a2, b2, rook a1 ideas. That could be interesting. So rook f6, will Abhimanyu play rook f6? That's the question. He doesn't need to spend a lot of time, though he has a lot of time, he doesn't need to. By the way, another game which is going on is Erwin Lamy versus Sindaro, and its opposite colored bishop. Seems like a draw. Wijk versus Supi is, oh, it's such a middle game still. Wijk is, I don't know how it is spelled, but white is clearly better here. And Moon Earth says Vincent looks like GOT character, very sophisticated. GOT character and sophisticated. Yeah, he does though. Can't disagree for sure. Good observation. Okay, e takes d5. So that's how it is. And maybe, what is Jordan doing? Is he feeling sleepy or what? So this endgame is actually going very interesting. By the way, tomorrow is Republic Day. It's 26th. A rest day, so it won't be there. In fact, we are going to go for dinner with Sagar's family because tomorrow Sagar's mom's 60th birthday is going to be there. So that would be nice. Yeah, Vaishali's game. This is Vaishali's game. It's going on. It's pretty complicated. I think Jordan and Vincent will agree for a draw now. Caruana says tomorrow many people have their birthdays. This is Vaishali's position. It's quite complicated. Of course, the other idea is to give a check and to enter into, a forced rook end game. ef6 is also possible, rook f6 is also possible. And this should be equal, but you have to play accurately again. Takes. No, if this happens, it's just equal. We'll go towards a draw, yeah? This will be a draw. Oh, it has happened. He did give knight f6 check. Vaishali took bishop f6, and Abhimanyu took back with the rook. Rook takes f6. So I believe that Vaishali will take this pawn, give both the pawns, and it will be 3 versus 3. You can see Abhimanyu over there. Jordan and Vincent are... Vincent has a pawn on f7 right now. So he will... He would still want to play. He would still want to play. Caruana asked, why don't we have chess exams instead of school and college exams? Yes, that's a good question because you don't have chess schools. And if you go to chess school, it won't be considered as an education. So you don't have chess exams. Caruana. What are your plans, guys, tomorrow? Because everything has a holiday, I guess. So, kya plans hai? What do you do generally? Look, he's going to take his king from f8 to e7, d6, and he has cut the king off. Is Vincent going to have any chance there? No. King goes to g5. Kushi says, after a few days, I have my state matches. Any advice? Yes. Tactics every day, very seriously. Morning, afternoon, evening. Thoda thoda to karte jao. Also try to find a schedule of your tournament so that, for example, if the round starts at 2 o'clock, you know that you are also working at 2 o'clock, or at least if the timing is 1 hour each in the, as a time control, if it is a game of 2 hours, then you know towards the end generally in time pressure mistakes happen, so try to keep your brain active during that time. Nishan says, I'm waiting for Sagar and a guest. I think they are going to trick me completely, but let me try one more time. Show on screen board with Jordan match. Okay, let's do it. Maybe I can keep this one. And maybe I can go here. Nope. No chance. You might go king. King e7. King e4. Chess 19 hours. Amrita, where to practice chess tactics? Oh, it's everywhere, right? It's like everywhere, from leeches to play chess to chess.com. Wherever it's everywhere. Plus, if you have books by any chance. Event king e7. Suppose suppose Vincent tries this, okay? King e5. He ignores king d7. Let's say we do nothing. Look, if I do like nothing, I say what's happening, dude. And if I go king f5, then what's the good idea here? What's the good idea for black? Wow, this is amazing, in fact. Never really thought that. I could check two good ideas, in fact. One would be maybe to challenge the rook, but then the rook gives a check. Maybe the stronger one is rook d4 with the idea of rook b4, rook b5, and the king then cannot be on the same file because the king pawn endgame would be lost. So if he tries to go king f6, then there is rook f4 check, defends the defends the f7 pawn, And for king e5, then again you can go rook b4 with the threat of rook b5. Suppose I go king f6 again, guys. It doesn't really matter. Black can still go rook b5 because this is lost. This king pawn endgame is lost. Even if you take this king takes here and this pawn queens. So that's not working. And if you don't take here, if you move the rook back or wherever, then there is, you win this pawn. And even if you lose this f7 pawn, what you have actually got is, you're going to get is the loosener position with this pawn because the king is cut off. Wow. Oh my god. That's a clear plan which Vincent is having, in fact. Suppose, if he does go wrong. So there are chances that Van Forest could go wrong with the most natural moves. The board is small. Wait. I will make a bigger board. Yes, I think I should make a bigger board. अरे यार. Yep. This was very interesting, guys. If you have a look at this one, king e7, if white goes king e5, okay? If white goes king e5, you go king d7. Now we just saw a move like if king f5, how it already gives such a great plan to black with rook d4, rook b4, rook b5, wanting to exchange the rooks, and this king is then well placed. You are okay to lose this pawn rolls or takes and rolls. Okay, this is the plan for black. So over here, king f5 cannot be played for king d7. What else? Then you are left with only move. You are left with only move. Because let's say if you move your rook here to c3. Then what black can do is, how can black progress over here? Guys, how can black progress over here? All those who are interested in rook endgames can try to think. It's amazing that Vincent is trying really hard, and it is not easy, in fact. Okay, there are suggestions like rook e6 check, f6, rook d5 would be a blunder. By the way, rook e6 check. There is king d4. King d5 again has the same problem. So the correct thing is f6 check. You give a check to the king, push the king back. If it goes to f5, we know that there is check, takes. We are okay to lose the pawn because the king is going to get cut off. The white king will be cut off. Hence, white will try to stop your rook d5 and go back to e4. But then there is check and you cannot stop rook e5. That's the whole point. Here, you cannot stop rook e5. And now when white rook goes back, but it becomes a defensive piece, this suddenly becomes an attacker. Already black can improve his king position. It is now so much different in comparison to where the king was on g6, pawn was on f7, you know. This over here, now this pawn is going to start, not here, but it will start rolling and black again gets a plan. But look at this. What Van Forest plays is a very important move, and he goes king e4. Realizes the threat of black and stops these ideas as of now. Nice move there. What if black tries to continue? Right now black cannot try to go here with this idea. because there is rook c6 and you attack. So for rook d6, again rook c5 or rook c7, rook a7. So king d7, let's say black goes with a similar idea. Then what can white do? Now if white plays king e5, yeah, as we were looking at, rook c6 could be a possibility. The best would be to keep the rook somewhere far away. Maybe a rook on h5 or maybe rook on f5. That would be a good idea. Because rook f5 is already asking what you're going to do with the pawn. And after f6, you just wait. The rook doesn't have time to go to d1 to continue with this idea, because rook f6 also attacks e6. So that's happening, rook e6 check, king f4. So I think Van Forest is going to defend his position. I doubt if he will give any chance to black. But the bar says it's already a position where Vincent can try harder. So king has to come to d7. That's for sure. I think he will play king d7 here. How much time do they have? 39 minutes. That's quite a lot. Maybe I got any message. Oh, okay. So guys, I doubt if they are gonna come. Is not sure. So let's do this. Either we can continue for a while with this endgame and see what's happening, or we can end the stream. Whatever you suggest. Maybe 5 minutes we can see if anything is happening here, because if at all Vincent gets a winning position, that would be something to learn from, that how he was able to trick or create those situations for Van Forest to play accurately. Yeah, we'll also check finally Vaishali's game. So this game, I still think Van Forest will hold. Guys, what do you think? What's your prediction? Let's have a look at Vaishali's game. She played king g7. Oops. She played king g7. So now if first rook a6, then we saw rook e2. Once again, to be finally sure about this, takes rook e5, and if he goes rook b5, rook b6 or something, there is d4. And this would be a draw. You've defended this, you have this, you've this would be a draw. Suppose Abhimanyu does not take on a6 and goes rook takes h6 directly, let's say. Still rook e2, because if you think of saving this pawn, then there is rook d6, which is a strong idea. And you don't have time to take this, because after after this first check, and you cannot go here. So is d7 winning? Yeah, d7 would be winning because of the pawn. Anyway, there is no. So yeah, that's what is happening here. It's going to be a draw. Here he played king d7 and Vincent Van Forest played rook f5. Yes, he played rook f5. So this is also going to end in a draw. So guys, I think our day is almost now over. It was great to have you, and Where can I show you the standings? Well, I'm not sure where I can show you the standings. So, okay, maybe if somebody can drop the standings here in the chat, that would be great. And I will then again meet all of you guys. Sagar and I will meet you on 27th. So be there 27th, 28th, 29th, and don't forget that it's Sagar's birthday on 28th, and we're gonna have fun on that day. Okay, so thanks to all of you for being there patiently today. A lot of things went wrong in terms of OBS settings, but thank you. Maza aaya. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Have a very positive day. Bye bye. Tada.